You got some medieval desert vibes going on here. In the handouts section, there's a handout called Guy Stevens. Guy Stevens is a halfling, and he's essentially your criminal contact, your connection to the dark side, the underworld. You can talk to him, and he has information on particular happenings that may be of interest to people stealing things, and he can also sell things for you. Alrighty, so I think we're ready, right?
Pretty sure.
Yeah. I feel
Cool.
ready. I feel better. I feel good.
I feel ready too. Let's fucking do this.
Let's go.
Alright, so last little tiny bit of backstory here. You guys, oh shit, I accidentally exited out of Discord. That's awkward.
But you're still in the call.
Yep, that's how it works. Discord runs in the background.
Weird.
Yeah, I know,
Which
it's
part?
very weird. So, last little piece here. So you guys have you've been staying at an inn and tavern for a while now, just kind of like, you pay the dude every week for a couple rooms, and you're good to go. The place is called the Tipsy Jouster. There's the dude that owns it. His name is Bartholomew. That's it, just Bartholomew.
Bart.
Bar.
And at this particular point, you guys have just finished working off a debt to essentially a mobster in the City of Sun. And as you guys meet in the morning after just knocking out the previous night, Bartholomew looks at you guys and he says, "Back from the dead, huh?" And he just chuckles a little bit and he says, "Guy came in a little bit ago asking for you."
Are you sure it was a guy?
No, it was Guy, not a guy.
Which guy?
Yeah, what guy?
Did he sound pissed?
It's like half of all people.
Just
right?
a guy?
Did he
I'm
sound mad
not.
at us?
Bartholomew just face palms.
Wait, what are we talking about again?
This guy came up and was asking about us.
No, not
Wait,
a
what guy?
guy. Not
guy?
a
What
What did the
guy.
guy look
The
like?
guy. The
Yeah.
guy.
No. The dude asking for you was named Guy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know, but like, what guy was he?
Oh my
There's a lot of guys.
What kind of guy?
Yeah.
God!
Tell me the name of the guy.
Christ. It actually took me a while. Loki took me a while.
Oh,
Loki
guy.
took me a while.
Why didn't you just say so, Bar?
completely forgot.
My
Bar.
God.
Whoa, wait, we're
Yo.
talking about Guy Stevens?
Yo, oh my fucking
How
God.
many different times?
Oh,
my
shit, dude, I love Guy
fucking
Stevens.
God. Oh my God.
At this point, Bartholomew is just like
Hey Bartholomew, can you give me like a coffee or something?
Hey, Bar, it's been a while, okay? We just came back.
I'm really
You
sorry
can't really
about that,
expect us
Barty.
to
I
like
like
remember names and such, you know?
that was
Wait, this is a bar,
unprofessional of
right?
me, Bart.
Wait, this is a bar? Right?
No, his name is Bar.
His name is
his name is
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
I'm calling him Bart.
Oh, I thought this was a bar. I was gonna ask for some liquor. Oh,
Are you okay
shit.
with me
It
calling you Bart?
is, but it's also like 10 in the morning, dude.
Wait, bar is bar. Have you considered naming that? Your
I
bar
call
It's
him
an
bar?
inn and tavern.
Tipsy Jouster's a good
Bart.
name, bro.
Yeah.
Give
Thank
Bart
you.
credit.
Bart's
Bart's a
happy
smart
you
looking
like
fella.
the name.
Can I have
But
like
yeah,
can I have a handle of vodka?
It's 10 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
Not
It's a bit
before
too
you
late.
meet Guy. What would Guy think? Come on.
I think
So,
that
You know
would
what he
approve.
you know what he feels about drinking.
so he looks at you and he says,
Especially day drinking.
Hey, it's 6 p.m. somewhere.
he says, city ordinance,
I don't think it is.
all liquor is to remain locked in a storeroom until midday.
we were in hell.
Okay, what's technically midday? I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
midday for
midday
someone. I've
somewhere.
been up
Yeah,
for
there
a
we
few
go.
hours, and it's midday
Yeah.
for me.
All right. So let me time out here because you guys wouldn't have known. You guys know this answer already.
I don't know what
There's a
midday is.
giant. So in the city of Sun, there's a few. There's the center of the city is called the Temple District, and it's kind of like the
Mhm.
nicest area. And there's multiple temples in the Temple District, but everything in the city is built around the one biggest temple, literally called it's just called the Temple of the Sun. It's where
Hey.
the sun deity Pelos is worshipped. Um, there's other temples to other sun gods in the Temple District because everyone's just kind of like, look, we're all here. Like everyone here is worshiping the same thing. We're just doing it different. So like, who cares? But in the in the courtyard of the Temple of the Sun, there is like the outside courtyard, not going into it. There's a giant ass sundial, and that's where everyone determines when midday is.
You know, my sun god actually tells me that it's midday all day because it's always high noon.
He, anyways,
And this is why that guy is not our leader.
precisely.
It was me all along. I'm the leader. Hi, how are you doing?
No, I'm the leader.
I have just usurped J.
Why
Rockfelt.
can't
Nice
we
to
all
meet
be
you,
leader?
Bartholomew.
Except
Yeah,
for
I
that
think-
other
hey,
guy.
You know what?
What?
Why should this be a monarchy? Why can't we just make it a 4-person oligarchy, huh?
Shut up,
What if we
dork.
what if we
Nobody
swap-
asked for your opinion.
What
I
if
don't
we
care about
swapped
your
it?
opinion, you fucking statue.
What if we swapped every week?
Copper. You can't even be made out of platinum. You cheaped out.
Hey man, stone's pretty strong.
Hey man, I'm
I
pretty
hate
strong
him.
guy. I'm rock. I fight. I feel things.
Hey, you're a pretty
I hate
strong guy
him.
and a pretty small guy. Nothing special about.
You're a pretty
Dreams.
small guy. What are you, like
Yeah, I just said
5'11"?
that. What are you? Yeah, I'm actually 6'3" inches.
Yeah, dude, I'm like 5'2".
Inches?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking.
So you guys know that there's a couple spots around town where you can meet Guy.
What guy?
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Um,
did you say where he was going?
What did guy come here for?
He wanted to see us.
he didn't necessarily want to see you. He was just
Well, I
asking
want to
about
see
you.
him.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
asking about us.
Oh.
If you
What a nice
want to
guy.
see, yeah. So Guy was asking about you, and there's also just there've been like Bartholomew says that there's every now and then a couple drow come in, and they don't really talk much, and they just kind of look around, just talk to each other really quietly. He says they don't disturb anyone, but they're just kind of off-putting.
Really, just coming in and looking? Can't it just
Hooligan.
exist without being
Maybe
bullied?
they're
Come on.
just
What is
coming
this?
here
All
for some
racism.
vacay.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna bother no
You
drow.
literally live in one of the biggest cities of trade in the entire fucking world. Of course, you kind of have to deal with other people.
They're coming
No,
in
I'm
and they're just
saying
like
it's
sitting there.
Just
pretty
chilling.
Not doing
racist.
anything.
Yeah, they're just trying to exist, and you're
Yeah,
saying,
but their
oh,
vibes are terrible.
Hey, your
Oh,
vibes
no.
are terrible,
Dude,
and
they
I
weren't
still
Have
giving
bad
off-
vibes?
It's
Not
possible
my
they're
watch.
exuding awful vibrations.
They were
and
not
everybody
giving
sucks
they
around.
weren't giving off like bad vibes per se, but they definitely weren't giving off good ones.
Their vibes are vanced.
If it ain't good vibes, it's bad vibes. Now let's go kick ass
Not yet,
and
not
take
yet.
names.
We will
And,
stalk them.
Okay, let's take
Learn
their
their
names.
Bartholomew says that
Take
he's
their
also
brains.
seen posters,
I see
or
posters.
not posters, but like I don't even know what to call them.
Wanted posters?
Yeah,
Pamphlets.
but like help wanted posters.
Brochures.
Painting.
No, like
they want help to actually
like a
capture
job
themselves.
listing.
Oh, a job
Requests.
listing.
Oh, it's like a bounty on something that they pay you.
What kind of
on a
job?
regular basis.
I think it's just
request,
a
my
job
friend.
listing.
He says he's seen one that might seem to cater to you.
Does it involve
That
taking
involves
Doesn't it involve taking names
names? Yeah, exactly.
or things?
no.
Oh, I identity theft. I love
It
that so
involves
much.
why would someone be openly posting a job about identity theft?
Boldness.
Maybe-
Their
This is
last
why
option.
I say again,
Maybe they
he's not
wanna
our
live-
leader. Only on Tuesdays.
Maybe they want to live large, Tuesdays I
Cycle
rule the
every
world.
day. We cycle
No,
every day.
the posted quote unquote clean job, so to speak.
Clean jobs. We don't do
Essentially
clean
treasure
jobs.
hunting.
Oh,
Ooh.
treasure hunting.
Wait,
Okay, that's kind of clean.
Wait, how's
No,
wait,
no.
that's a dirty job.
Hold
You know
on,
what?
hold on.
Maybe this clean
Yeah.
You
job
always
ain't
gotta be
half bad.
killing. You always
You
gotta
have
be killing.
several options.
I take offense to
You
the
gotta
usage of
fuck
the
the
word clean.
guy.
That's my point here. Is there's just a lot of stuff going on that you can get yourselves involved in right
Let's
now.
talk to man.
I personally
wanna
think we
talk
should steal the
to-
identities of Drow.
To
We should take their names.
guy.
Is there
Guy
anybody
John hasn't
cool in the
said
bar?
anything in a while.
Is
I
anybody
want
in
to do
the
some
bar
white
look
collar
cool?
crime. You gonna
No, we don't commit crimes. I say to Dworc.
I'm looking. I'm
wink.
looking.
Hey, white collar crime
John
is a
still
real crime
hasn't
as
said
well.
anything.
He's a very
Oh, yeah.
quiet Rusco.
I know he's a very quiet guy.
Let's go.
Working on something.
Oh yeah. No worries.
Ignore
Well,
him. He's not our
It's
leader.
still sounding like I have so
Shit,
much.
I am. Shut the fuck up.
What is
Silent but
our
strong.
what is our group consensus though?
I want to
Well,
talk
You should
to
take
this
somebody's
guy.
name. Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
Wait, this guy? Wait, Guy. Wait, you mean Guy Stevens or another guy?
Guy.
Guy. The guy.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
guy.
Real
the
quick.
Wait,
The guy.
The guy. Because the guy is
The
not
guy.
Guy.
We,
Because I've met another guy and he's like more of a stereotypical guy than Guy
no,
is.
it's
I
our
wouldn't call
guy.
him- No,
This
because
guy in
like
sunglasses.
the
your
guy.
isn't my guy.
No,
that's guy in
okay.
sunglasses. I'm
your
talking
guy
You
is
have to
our
call-
guy. It's the guy.
No, I
You
think
guys
you
have
got your
to-
guys mixed up.
No,
'Cause
you're
y'all
getting your
haven't
guys
met my
mixed up.
guy.
We
No, you haven't
guys-
met my guy.
Everyone needs to cease speaking at the moment. You all have a collective guy.
No, that's wrong.
It is not wrong.
No.
That's wrong. I spit in your face, God.
The
His
guy.
name is Bar.
Are you sure?
His
Oh,
name
Okay,
is
what's
Bar.
your guys? What's your
You
guys'
don't
last
spit
name?
in the face of the guy who pours your
'Cause-
drinks.
Cause I like this character, but not that much.
Wow, threatening from the DM.
What's
Wow.
your
Top tier?
Shut up,
Top
Dork.
tier stuff.
What's your
I'm
guys' last
sorry,
name?
Bar. This
one's
is why
got
he's not
Steven.
our leader.
Anyways,
Guy Fox.
I don't even know this guy. I mean, Dork. I know that guy.
Sounds
I
to me
know the
like
guy.
you're wanting to talk to Mr.
Funny
Stevens.
fella. Yeah, I was gonna ask if anyone in the bar looked cool. They don't have sunglasses.
Nobody wears sunglasses.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. No one has sunglasses, and it's also 10 a.m.
No,
No
Sure, you
one's
can be
here.
cool without sunglasses, so you still have
no dedication to the drip.
Bartholomew says that other than you guys renting consistently, there hasn't really been much business on the inside of things.
Has it
Yeah,
just
so-
been slow today, or has it been like a weekly thing? How long is this going on? Are you hurting,
just-
Bart? Are you bleeding?
Do you want
No,
us to
because
help
the-
you, Bart? Do you want us
the
to
te-
revitalize your bar, Bart?
Yes, can we be consultants? I want
He's
to be
like,
consultant.
he's like, guys, the tavern part's doing just fine. It's not necessarily a bad thing that no
Well,
one's
let me
staying.
help you out more of the tavern part and give me a hand with vodka.
We can remodel the place, make it look better,
Yeah.
spiffy.
Exactly. We can tear down some walls.
Well, we don't have to tear down walls. We can like remodel the walls.
We can put up more walls.
We can
make,
put up
we
walls.
can make your tavern entirely made out of walls.
We-
It's like layers and layers of walls, like a solid block, but it's just walls.
And this is why he's not our leader.
The maze.
But that was
Thank you,
just to tell you
Bartholomew.
guys that there's no one else here.
You want us to help you revitalize this bar?
I
How
wanna
come
be
there's nobody
consultant.
here at 10 a.m., Bart?
You know what? Usually you pay consultants, but I will pay you to
I'm
let
gonna
me
go
be
walk to
consultant.
see Guy. I'm leaving.
He,
I'm gonna go see Guy.
I see
he-
Chef leave, so I
Peace out.
follow
he looks
him
at your
too.
guys' offer and he says, based on your conversations,
Bart,
I'm not
love
sure
you.
I want your advice. And then he just kind of chuckles and goes back to sweeping.
Love you,
At the
Bart.
bar?
See you later. Keep it tight.
Yeah,
A
he-
little
he-
chest bump, and I'm gone.
He just has
he's
a
just
bed.
he's just sweeping behind the bar because he forgot to do it last night.
Silly little fuck.
That's pretty shabby.
But yeah,
I
he's
might call the
See a bar, you bitch.
We call this sanitation.
yes, sanitation department. I gotta report you, Bar.
Get him
How dare you
shut
sleep at your
down.
job, Bar?
Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't you do it
Yeah,
to Bart.
he waves you guys out.
I was already outside. I was
Alright, I'm
leaving
gonna
the
go
guy.
follow Chef.
I
I
gotta
am
follow
the
the people
leader.
who definitely don't.
Alright,
want to
where's
speak.
Mr. Steffens?
I'm de facto leader while our real one's meditating.
I rack my
Your
copper
stone.
brain for
You
There are a
mean
few
where's
your-
places
Mr.
that Stevens
Steffens.
hangs out.
Wait, you have a
Out of
brain? I thought it was just
where
like a
do we
solid
know?
piece of copper.
I am a solid piece of copper, but I still believe that I have a brain.
No, but it's like not a
Yeah,
brain.
you
It's
do,
just
big
like
guy.
a simulacrum brain.
So you know that
Mall brain. And brawn.
one of the most likely places to find him would be at the
The temple.
no,
The not temple.
The guy's store.
in the merchant
yeah.
in the merchant district at
The
the
guy's
edge of
store.
the
There we go. I was
Merchant
right.
district.
Oh,
at
but
the
it's
in the
10
merchant in the
a.m.
merchant district at the edge of the city gates, or like right up near the city gates. It's where all the caravans come in and out.
Hmm.
You
Is
know,
it like
them
a gate?
there is a
Walk up
massive
here.
gate,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it's like one of the only gates in and out in the city. The other one is called the foot gate because it's where everyone walks in and out like normal people. But then
Yeesh.
this other one's called the merchant gate. But yeah, he hangs out near the merchant gate
Radical.
a
Radical.
lot because, you know, he likes to get his intel about what's going on places.
It sounds like
How-
he's
how
where it's
deep is our
hustling and
network?
bustling, and we gotta kick it into high gear.
No, because usually you know a guy who knows a guy, but does our guy know another guy, or is this like?
Yeah, but this is the guy that knew. This is the first guy that they all knew.
Okay, this is what I look like, by the way.
This is the guy Steven. He's the top of that whole chain.
That's pretty extravagant.
He's that guy.
Why'd you
I
An
put
old
it,
man.
Let's
The
let's
guy
why'd you
that
put it,
everybody
let's
knew in
why'd
their
you
chain.
put it in
Mr.
general and not
Steffen.
in pictures?
You're the most pretentious statue I've ever seen. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or
I
not.
just
I thought you were gonna be like an Adonis figure, bro.
Yeah,
I
I thought you were gonna be like nude.
I need to find like a better picture.
I
You're just
I
the
really
old decrepit
really
wizard
wait.
man.
want to know
I'm trying to
though.
look for a better wizard picture.
Wait, if your
Copper
wizard made
statue.
you in his image, but he
Well,
didn't
I'm
like
like,
actually.
I have that sheen and I have
Yeah.
that robe, but I need a
Yeah.
better face.
Okay.
I like to
Yeah,
imagine I
you
have
look
like
old as fuck.
short hair and a clean face.
Wait,
Not a
so
clean
is it
face,
only?
maybe like a yeah, you know what, a clean face. Also,
But like not
elf.
just such an
An
yeah,
elf.
I'm not a fan of that beard.
I am not.
Is
a
it
fan
only
of the
like
beard.
solid
I couldn't find
copper
a
under
better
the
one, though.
clothes?
All right. So are you guys? So what are you guys doing? You're making
I
your
have that
way to.
sheen.
The
Yeah, we're gonna
merchant
talk to
district to
guys.
see Mr.
Let's
Guy
head to the
Stevens.
merchant
You
district.
want to go to the merchant gate
Yes,
to
sir.
see
I
to
head
see
over
Guy.
to the merchant
All right.
gate.
All of you go together, right? Cool.
Yes.
Yes.
John, I don't know if I already told you or not, but the pictures channel has some pictures of stuff you see.
Oh, so that's what you look like. Okay, thanks, Kendrick.
That was Bart.
So
Bart looks high. Was Bart high?
so as you go over to Lay Merchant District and approach the merchant gate, you're seeing there's a gigantic ass road that goes through the merchant district and kind of just ends in essentially a cul-de-sac, but no one would call it that because, you know, medieval society and all. But like it essentially just ends in like a circular piece,
Spinny.
and that's where like the proper merchant district is with all
Can
the.
I go to a merchant right now?
Yeah, you guys can check out the merchants and like
So I'm gonna walk
see
up to one
what's
of the
there, but
merchants and I'm gonna say, I'm looking for a guy. Do you know where he might be?
that's. I mean, you already know where Guy might be, but
Yeah. Is
I just
anybody
want to know
selling any like?
how well known our connection is, because I want to know if he's secret
there a
or
baker?
he's like
No.
out and about.
he's a pretty secretive dude. He doesn't like being talked about in the open.
Okay.
Is there like a
Wait,
baker
that's just,
stand?
you know what? People talk about his name every day because it's so generic. Like it's his parents' fault that his name.
There are a couple baker stands, Mitchell.
Yes. Okay. I'm looking for
You
like a
have-
multi-grain
yeah.
bread.
Well, it's just a matter of who you want baking the bread because, you know, they all have their own styles.
Is there s-
You have some desert dwarves baking bread, and then
Mm.
you have some humans baking bread.
Wait, I want. Is there
I-
any bread that's like only nuts? It's like nuts glued together into like a bread.
No,
shape?
this is just
that
a
more
multi-grain
nuts?
bread. It's like a regular.
No, but I
bread.
want
It's
to take it
just-
to like the next level.
Actually, I don't know. I want to see what they have.
Only grain bread.
I want to see what they have. I want to see the
Bread.
desert dwarf. Desert dwarves bread.
It's
Oh, I
very
want to go
simple.
to the dwarves.
It's
I wanna go
very
talk to dwarves.
Simply bread.
it's very simple bread. You could definitely call it multigrain because it's just kind of made out of whatever shit is available.
Mhm.
But somehow, like, I don't know if you would know this or not.
Roll for it.
As weird as this sounds, roll me
Yes.
performance for your chef skills.
I will do it right now.
Okay.
Cause, yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. All right.
Oh. Can I have
I mean,
chef
I'll just
skills.
get.
You looking at it, the dwarf is really only selling just one kind of loaf of bread. There's not really. You
Wait,
have to
so
remember, guys,
Him,
I'm
you're
from
living
the
in like
Iron
late
Ridges.
medieval society.
like, a
There's not a
special way
whole
that
lot
you
going
made
on
this?
here.
No, I'm from the Iron. Like I'm
Alright,
like culturally a dwarf, so I
If
should
you-
know something about
If
this.
you ask him about how he made the bread, he will tell you
Yeah,
there is
I
a
wanna
special way this made.
Hey, how
He
did you make
says-
this bread? As a
Clan
awesome little
secret.
desert dwarf.
Okay, wait. I go up to the same dude. I go up to the same dude. I'm like, hey man, you know,
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to, dude? I'm a fellow master of the arts, dude. I just want to know a sick way
just
of
shake-
making bread while I'm in town.
He kind of just like does that kind of just like awkward, like I really don't want to be mean right now smile, and he's like, I can't.
Okay, fine. I'll
hmm.
take a loaf though.
Cool. It's like 2 copper pieces, so
I go up to the man and say, "You have very nice looking
have
bread,
fun doing
man."
the math there. The same dude?
Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you,
You
dude.
have very nice looking bread.
I walk away before he does this.
He just
Okay.
kind of he blinks a couple times and he's like,
I left. I'm not
"Thank
there.
you."
You're welcome.
Wait, can I go up to the same dwarf baker? I'm like,
And then I
hey,
leave.
hey, you know, I'm
Please don't
culturally
harass
a
this
dwarf.
poor dwarf.
Can
All
you
I
roll
wanted was bread.
persuasion? Oh wait,
All
can
I
I-
wanted was bread.
He looks you up and
You're
down.
ruining this man.
He looks you up and down and he goes,
What
"I said
purpose?
clan secret.
Don't try
and
to get it.
buddy-
Oh my god, I left.
We're very
No, no.
clearly not from the same clan."
Guys, please. I want. God.
Wait, who is he talking to?
You.
Oh, okay, go. Okay, you know what? Ethnically, perhaps, but I think you're missing a little bit of nuance of what the essence of dwarfism in in the ethnic sense is, right? Because I grew up with dwarves. I'm a dwarf. I'm like half and half. So, uh, you know, we may be 27th cousins somewhere down the line. So
I just
I don't
wanna
know.
leave.
Lord,
kinda-
stop harassing the guy.
He's really just kind
Come
of
on.
dumbfounded looking at you that you don't know what a clan is.
No, I do know what a clan is. I'm just trying to.
In his
I'm an
mind,
inclusive person.
in his mind
I like
right now, the way
expanding
you're
definitions.
talking to him, he's like, "Holy fuck, this dude
Bro, you
doesn't know what a
ruining
clan
it.
is."
You
And
crazy.
he just kind of looks at you and he goes, "Please stop talking."
Out of
Like
here.
he's just like so just utterly just
I got the bread. Let's go.
weirded out by you. He just
I
doesn't
have
want
to
to be.
get more stuff before we meet
He
Guy.
wants to remove himself from this
Mm.
conversation and has no idea how.
Can we bring back the self-deception rule?
Can I
No.
grab
Come
Dworc
on, dude.
and like bring him away
Pick him
from
up.
this poor
Okay,
Pick him
man?
up.
actually, okay, I'm
Pick him
gonna
up
say
and let's
sorry.
get
Okay,
out
you
of
know
here,
what? I'm gonna
please.
apologize. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bake Master, for offending you. I actually just want to buy some.
You didn't offend him. You're just confusing. You're just weird.
I am weird. I
You
know.
rambling, bro.
You know, I've actually had to live with this burden of being considered an outsider even in my own
All right,
land for years.
stop buying bread.
I want I want bread. I want bread.
I already got
Fuck
bread.
you,
I'll
man.
share
bread.
with you for fuck's
It's a whole
okay.
ass loaf of bread. This one bird is not going to eat the whole loaf of bread.
I'm making
Birds are
sandwiches,
hungry
bro.
bastards.
I'm making
He's
sandwiches,
not a
bro.
duck.
But I want some deli meat now. Let's go get some meat. I want
No.
some-
I'm making the sandwiches, boy. Don't you get it twisted.
Oh
What
god.
can I say? Like bread only sandwich?
Dworc, you're not the
No.
cook in this team.
Telling me.
Yeah, this has been well established for the I imagine a couple of years.
Don't
We've been
overstep,
together at this
Tiny.
point, like
Flick you in the forehead. Let's
If
get
the-
going.
it's actually
before
Get the
Guy
bend over
starts-
to flick him in the forehead.
Let's go.
Wait, what'd you
Before
say,
Guy
John?
gets here.
I was gonna say, I imagine you have to bend over to flick him on the forehead.
Yep. It was a fast little flick.
All right, so you guys, after your bread buying shenaniganry, are you guys like looking for Guy now? You know, are you like going to Guy specifically at this point? Because you
Yes.
know that he's somewhere along the lines of the big road, just walking around talking to people.
Then yes.
Yes.
Um,
I want to go look for this guy.
Guy
couple
McStevens, big guy,
things about Guy before you guys put your feet in your mouth talking to him and like piss him off or some shit. He is your closest friend in this city,
man.
your most trusted ally in this city. He is your guy.
The guy disclaimer.
He's my guy.
Yes.
Anyways, he doesn't like it when you mention shady stuff around the people he's talking to because he just presents himself as
A guy.
somewhat of a local tradesman.
He's family
He's a
friendly,
local
guys.
he's a local tradesman with dreams of travel, is what
Oh,
he tells
he's
people.
local tradesman, all right.
And so yeah,
Don't do
yeah,
this
so
to him.
he prefers you don't do shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's all you need to know, and you'll run into him.
Family friendly. He's trying to
You
get monetized.
you guys know where to look. So you guys start walking down the merchant's road for a little while.
Guy.
And you see him hanging around with these dudes on really, really big ostriches. I'll give you a picture of what these dudes look like.
Those are very
Can I
big
get-
ostriches.
Can I go touch the ostrich?
I wouldn't
Not
recommend
yet.
it.
Wait.
But I'm very small and agile.
But
Can I
Introduce
go-
yourself to the rider first.
This is what these dudes. He's hanging around with these dudes.
What if the rider gets pissed? He like slaps you in the brain.
Honestly, man, just you guys. This isn't new to your characters. You guys have seen this shit before. This isn't out of place.
Where?
Um, humans in this world really like
Ostriches.
really like to fight from the mounted position. They like to be
Oh,
cavalry.
right. Oh,
Can
the
I
right.
mount?
Yeah.
Humans
Yeah,
love
yeah,
mounts.
Rockefeller?
How did I
What?
see?
Can I mount Rockefeller or whatever his name is?
I don't fucking know, but
You're
no,
not. Are you
they
as fast as that
they
ostrich,
just
bro?
No,
humans
I
are
want to
just
climb on
really
his shoulders. So I
humans
can
are
look
just
at the
really into
ostrich eye to
cavalry.
eye.
Not the important part. Anyways, he's hanging around with
Family.
some dudes like this, and when he sees you approaching, he kind of says his goodbyes to them. One of them reaches down, shakes his hand. Has to reach down really fucking far because guy's a halfling, and then guy comes over to you and he says, "Why don't we go talk in my office?"
Sure
And
thing, Mr. Guy.
Hey there, guy.
Hey there,
he's
guy.
he's
How's it going,
he
man?
he's like, "Hey, good to he's like, "Oh, good to see you guys." He's all real happy to see you because he was a little bit worried for you guys
Wait,
with
there's only one guy here. Why are you calling
Yeah,
us?
Guy Stevens.
because you were
Going back to his office.
he was worried you weren't gonna make it out of your little debt
Does he have a
situation.
candy bowl?
It's not a real office, guys. That was just his on the
Still,
streets
does he have
metaphor.
one?
Oh, shoot, I thought you upgraded or
Let's
something.
follow. Let's
I'm
follow.
disappointed.
So
Oh,
he
just-
takes you guys to um he takes you guys to essentially like a warehouse that's like in use right now that people are like loading and unloading goods from onto pack animals and whatnot. And he just kind of walks through one of the walls. And you guys go with him because you've done this before and you know what the shit is.
Yeah.
So his office is in a secret storeroom where he's learned how to make two illusions happen.
What?
One is that the open space leading into this office is wall, and the other that the actual door to this room is also wall. So
Guy's insane.
no
Say is the
one
guy.
no one who works in this building knows this room is here anymore because this building's been sold so many times.
Hmm.
And so he can just kind of, as long as he just times when he walks in, right? No one ever knows he's in here. And so this is kind of guys like Secret Space where he talks with his shady friends like you guys.
We
I
were
got you,
shady.
guy.
And he
Hey,
says,
guy.
I'm glad to
I
see
take
you
offense to
guys
that,
are
God.
alive.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're
that
shady. Yeah,
Of
you're
course.
shady.
You're
Your name's
mean-
Guy.
you're doing shady dealings right
You have
now.
like the
Yeah,
most
we just paid off a
nondescript,
debt.
vague name ever. It's like your
Just paid
parents
off a
knew you
debt.
were gonna be like a street operative when you were born.
Why are
What
you
else would you
guys
call the guy?
roasting Guy?
I didn't even
His
say
name's
that.
Guy.
God
He
said
deserves it.
Dude,
I'm sorry,
chill.
man. Like, I love you, but your
No, guys,
parents.
chill.
Look,
He's
I
I
not
know,
don't.
the
man.
one who said
That's all I'm
that.
Look, I don't
saying.
even know
Hey,
Dworc. Okay.
That's pretty high
Dude.
coming from Dworc, buddy.
It takes one to know one.
All
My
right,
name was
so
fucking Dwork. You think I wanted that? Half
Come
dwarf,
on.
half orc?
Come
all
on,
right, so
come
Okay.
on, buddy.
And this
I,
is why he's not our leader. All right, guy.
I'm happy to hear you
I
guys
feel
are.
it's gonna be like the
I'm happy to hear you
catchphrase for this
people
campaign.
are alive.
Oh yeah, dude. The
What
debt was a little like fucky, but we're fine.
what brings you to the office of Guy Stevens?
Guy.
We heard
I
you were
just
asking
wanted to
about
see
us.
you, bro.
Yeah, we haven't seen in a while, man. How
Plus,
you been?
yeah,
How
you
you
know,
doing?
it's been a while since the debt started. Is everything
You
doing good?
know,
Everything started good.
I've been
How's everything
taking
going?
care of myself. It's been a
I
little
can
harder
tell.
without having any loot from you guys to sell, but
That's right.
I've been taking care of myself.
Well,
Oh,
we're
you
back
did
in the
fix it,
game.
right?
Exactly. We want to bring you some
You
more
are
loot.
back
That's
in
exactly
the
why
game.
we're here.
Mhm.
You got
That's what I
something
like to
for
hear.
us, bro?
You
We
know,
got something for you, bro.
I've heard several different words, happenings going on
I hear
that
words too.
Yeah.
definitely seemed like they would be of interest to you guys.
It does sound interesting.
Do tell.
So,
Happenstance.
in a few days, a tradesman from the Iron Forge Empire is arriving to do business with a local merchant. Ah, shit. Give me 1 second. I forgot to have this shit all pulled up and ready to go. That's embarrassing.
God, Iron Forge.
Yeah, so these people have names. Just give me a second.
How did you get into a life of crime?
Yeah.
And
Way to
how
start
did-
a
how did- How did we do
conversation.
that? How did we do that?
So the
Wait,
dude
wait,
is a
Hey, man, I'm
dwarf
just
by the name
following
of.
you, bro.
So the person is a dwarf by the name of Jurgen Stonebreaker, who
You're getting
is from a clan that became very rich through mining enterprises.
I know the clan is. Don't look at me like that.
mining.
So he's
Money
needing
and ores.
to do business with Darius the Wise, who's a local tradesman. And all the rumors that Guy has been hearing are that Jurgen Stonebreaker is also bringing a few diamonds he wants to sell.
Ooh, shinies.
I like
Interesting.
diamonds.
Actually, not a few, like a big
We all
ass
like diamonds,
shipment.
Jay.
No,
Lots of shinies.
there's no way you guys can make off with a big ass shipment, obviously.
Just a little bit.
And there's no way you
You're
really should
underestimating
make
us.
off
You
with
know,
a big ass
we've grown
shipment.
over the years.
But the dwarves are so cocky and arrogant that no one would ever dare steal with them, and they would never be able to get away undetected. That they don't keep very good records of their shipments. So if you can get in and get out with a few diamonds, no one
Ooh,
will
take
ever
a
know.
little cut, a little shave
Huh.
off the top. You see.
No one will ever know. They'll never see them missing.
You think we just strike when he's on the way here, or after he's looking to trade?
Probably when they park. Do you think they're gonna like stop to get food or refuel in this
Is it by
place
boat?
area town?
By train?
You're in the
carriage?
middle of the fucking desert. Where are they getting a boat, my friend?
Sandboat.
Sandboat?
Push it,
Sandboat.
push it, push it.
Are there
Sandboat.
no sandboats?
So
Hey, there's gotta be
travel.
sandboats.
So the desert you guys are in, it's the sunspot. You guys all know that. Travel in the sunspot is typically done by caravan.
Sandboat caravan.
Like lots of camels,
Camels on
carry
sunboats.
and shit.
Hmm.
So the guys he was talking to earlier, are often hired as caravan outriders, so they protect caravans. And you know
scary.
that a really rich dude like Jurgen is going to protect the ever-living fuck out of his caravan because he doesn't go to the desert often. He's from the Empire. He's not a desert dwarf.
Mm,
Um, he's from the Empire. That sounds so weird.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know that when they're gonna get lax is when they're with the humans because, dwarfs are cocky.
They are
So
copied.
when they're in the lands of the humans, they're not gonna be too worried about getting stolen from. They're gonna have like obviously like protection, but it's,
Fools.
No, it's
if you can get by it, you're good to go. And
no.
your best time to do it is gonna be the couple days that he's here doing business.
Business. Who's he doing business with, Mr. Guy?
Darius the Wise.
That's
I've
right.
told you this.
Darius the Wise, I'm sorry.
That's not the only thing I've been hearing about though, says Guy.
Alright.
What else you got, guy?
Those merchants I was talking to were just fired from a trading company that trades things to our port out or to our seaport out east. And they told me that because this company is firing many of their mercenaries that they had hired to protect caravans, their caravans are becoming less and less protected. They ship all manner of goods to and from Eastport, and from what they've told me, it's easy pickings whether you wanted to go in and hit them hard and fast and run with everything, or sneak in and rob them in the night. All we know for certain is that this company has made it very easy to do so.
The one by Jurgen?
These are separate
Oh, by
separate
okay.
things. Yeah, this is
And they're all still doing diamonds.
no,
Trade
you don't
company's doing, we don't know.
Separate thing.
you don't know what this caravan company
Oh.
is shipping to.
Wait, are
to
these
using
wait, are these
allies,
the cocky dwarves or are these like?
No,
These
two
are two
separate
separate.
leads.
Yeah.
Oh,
These
okay.
are two
I'm
Dwarves
separate
using,
are
leads.
really cocky.
I would
say
Your
that.
third lead.
third lead. Go
Oh
for it.
no,
Go for it.
that's
No, I mean it's
that's the wrong
very
lead.
a very little known fact is that dwarves are actually over 60% cocky, which explains their personality.
Well, damn,
Your,
that's a thought I did not want in my head.
Thank you, Dworc.
You would know, Dork. You would know.
Okay.
and finally, Guy tells you that lately he's heard of and talked to a few drow that have started hanging out in the sunspot in kind of like the shady criminal places, like the criminal meeting places,
Like the
essentially.
bar, like what bar's bar makes sense.
Yeah, and they've been
Bar squared. It's a
bar
really hard to say.
squared. Fuck
Get
you
out of
guys.
as consultants.
I love bar
Honestly.
squared though. That's actually kind of great. And so essentially, he says these drow have been asking for some hired help.
Ooh,
He
We know the
says,
job.
shady. That's shady, shady, shady.
so
But
you're asking me what the job is. All I can tell you, these people call themselves the Spider Syndicate, and they said they're only going to talk about the job to the people.
You know who's a mean one at
Mm.
cooking spiders here?
that's
Right.
mega shady.
Yeah.
Would we know anything about the Spider Syndicate already, or would that be new?
What do you know about them,
Excellent.
guy?
Thank you for the questions like that, John. Those are very helpful because I forget shit like that.
Would we have
Jason,
heard any rumors about them or anything?
um, Alonzo know. Jason and Mitchell may have. If y'all could give me it's fucking like history, yeah. Roll me, both of you roll me history.
Yes, sir.
Oof.
They call me the history wizard.
He is a history
Oh my
wizard.
god!
He knows everything about the Spider Syndicate, and I
So
know
you
nothing.
know that the Spider Syndicate is an organized crime unit. Not organized crime unit, because that makes it sound like they're fighting organized crime. They're an organized crime group. They're a conspiracy. Is that what you call it? I don't fucking know.
They're an abstract concept. Holy shit!
No, they're not. Not. They're very concrete.
Okay.
And
Like they're an actual conspiracy.
they're essentially, for just simplicity's sake here, they're essentially the Drow Mafia.
Oh.
But they're rich as fuck. And
Well, it counts as a butt. 'Cause it's like
you
non-expected.
know that they've had a very, very, very long-standing rivalry with another crime syndicate. You just can't recall what or like what the deal is there. But you remember them hating certain people from the surface world.
The circus one?
What are they, racist?
Who do I hate?
You
Wait.
don't remember hating. You know
Oh.
that the Spider Syndicate hates a rival gang from the surface world.
I see.
Oh,
yeah.
surface. I thought you said circus.
No, surface.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
They hate
I-
the circus.
It's like, oh man, they just hate
For all intents and
clowns.
purposes,
when
I'm using
I
the
agree,
referring
but-
treasures
when I'm
of
referring to
Maya
something in
for-
the Underdark, I will often also reference the surface world
Yeah.
as my referencing back point. But yeah, so that's what you guys know about. That's what Kenny knows about the Spider Syndicate from his time actually as a criminal in the Underdark.
Okay. Well, my immediate assumption, fellas, and
They
statue,
seem cool.
is
Fellas
say-
and statue.
Very inclusive.
I say, as nice as the Drows may be, fuck them. They may take a cut of the pay. Now,
Now, what
if we want the
take a
money
cut
for
of their pay?
ourselves, statues and gentlemen,
Let me clarify one thing
yes.
because I forgot this part. Guy did say that the Drow were saying they were gonna pay good.
Okay, what if
Yeah.
what if we do
They're
this?
paying good. They're paying good,
Right.
but
We take the drow, we steal their identities, and then we wear body paint to make ourselves look like drow.
killing people.
Hey
and wearing
Alonso,
their
how
special
about
stuff.
no?
Not this time.
Yeah,
Just
especially
a hard no on that one, Alonso.
Dworc.
Maybe-
I don't think he's fooling anybody.
Yeah, Drow are like tall and slender, and then there's
Yeah, sorry
dwarfs.
about that.
I could
Dork, buddy.
be a very stunted drow.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, but
If
yeah,
we can
so
move in the dark, we can hit the caravans while they're sleeping.
you guys, yeah. So that's basically what Guy tells you. Like, he's like, if you like, basically the only one of these that is really not your agency now is you have to like Guy has to go find a Drow for you to talk to. But other than that, that's all you get. Have fun.
Yeah. Alright, we're good. I don't think we're doing the drow, fellas.
Wait, so we're not gonna.
Okay, we could. Personally, I feel like the
If we do work for them, we
Possible
could
caravan?
establish some rapport with the spiders. That would be,
the
Oh,
spider
pretty
gang-
good
The spider
interest.
gang sucks dick. I think.
but they are rich
You
and they
don't-
do have connections.
You don't
We have
remember
Guy.
them.
We don't need more connections.
You don't remember them sucking dick at all. They're your run of the mill mafia.
Well,
Okay, how about we work our way up?
That
the
was
Spider
such a
Syndicate?
weird sentence.
I thought they
And
were.
then-
I thought they sucked. Nice.
All right, so I could have.
For Spider Mafia.
I forgot about my other quote. What did Alonso say? Say Mitchell.
What? Oh, steal their identities.
I want to
That's
flash
the one?
people.
Oh yeah, he said I just want to flash people.
No.
Okay. The
Denied.
reason I think we should hit the caravan is because we have Dworc, who's very tiny, and it's night. If he can somewhat see in the darks,
I can't.
in the dark.
Oh,
Caravan could be easy pickings, yeah.
someone else in the party might have something that might help them sneak around unseen.
Oh, is this
Me?
the time where I bite
This
the
is
thing?
true.
Rock.
I am fairly good at sneaking.
I am fairly good.
Yes, too. Same as
No,
what we are.
but
Guardians too.
Jason, what do you have in your back pocket to help you sneak?
I can move fast.
Do you want to be a distraction with me?
All right, you guys would
All
know
right,
this
fellas.
you guys would know this because
Here's
he
the
would have
thing,
used it
boys.
with you before.
I have this rock.
There you
Not
go.
a living rock,
You're
but
a
a
living
really
rock.
special magical rock.
Like you, because
Right.
you're a living rock.
Everyone
Yes,
knows about this already. You can
it's
assume.
not as special as me,
Okay.
but it is pretty darn special. It's called a Vanishing Stone,
Hmm.
and I can't click it for some reason.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What?
Oh,
Are you doing okay?
I don't know why it's like
Wait,
clicking.
how many buttons does he have?
The fuck?
What's his
I
name?
don't know. Maybe I have to reset.
Yeah, try refreshing your tab and
refreshing.
make sure you click the words Vanishing Stone and not the picture.
There it is.
Name was
So
Francesco.
this Vanishing Stone allows. Wait, it requires attunement. But
You're already-
essentially,
it's the only item you have that requires attunement. So you can pretty much assume that you're attuned already.
fellas, once per short rest, I can
a
speak
short
the
rest?
stone's activation word, and it causes me to, or the user, to become invisible for 1 minute, or until you attack or cast a spell. How does that sound? Very sneaky, right?
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
mean, while it's attuned to you, no one else can use it.
Okay, I can
So
use it, but none of you
now-
can.
Yeah. I got you, fam.
Wait, so why are you telling us? You're just flexing?
No, because
No, because
I
it's
have
useful for
because
your
we're-
planning,
we're
guys.
Oh, so
Planning
we're
a
gonna
thing.
tune. Okay. Okay.
Get with the
I have an
program,
idea.
dork.
Guys, I have an idea.
I like your
Okay,
idea,
everyone's
Chef.
actually letting me say it. So, since it's like night and it's dark, if we want, when they're all sleeping, if they are, if not, we can have a distraction go off with Jay, who would have previously made someone invisible, and he and I can have a distraction going, or him and Roscoe, because I need to get within 60 feet of that area in case there's a chest to unlock it, but that's later.
I'm gonna
mhm.
I'm gonna pause you guys for a second because you're leaping ahead too much.
Yes.
Before you plan how you actually take the stuff, you need to plan how you're actually going to get to the caravan in the right way.
Ooh,
Walk there,
that's
right?
fair.
You have
Where's the caravan, guys?
this caravan is planning to travel like a couple 100 miles through the desert.
Hmm.
It's gonna look
Mm.
hella sus. A, if it gets attacked like one day from the city,
Yeah.
and B, if there's just a group of 4 randos just
Oh, I
right
mean,
behind the caravan for a couple
if we
100
hit 'em when
miles
they're in the
before they
city.
Hey, you know
attack.
what? Accidents happen.
What if
These
they're
things are out of our control.
okay? Switching it up. They're inside the city. How
If you
long are
hit
they
them
going to
in
be in the city?
I
I
don't
was gonna
want
Like,
say, well, they're looking for mercenaries, right? We could just pose as mercenaries.
That's the Drow elves.
No,
no, John was paying good attention.
no,
This
they are in
company's not-
desperate need of mercenaries
they
to
need
guard
mercenaries,
the
that's why
city.
we're
They're low
hitting
on
it.
mercenaries, aren't they?
They're not in
No,
need of
this is the
mercenaries right now. They're in need of
hit.
money. This
This is the
company can't
second thing
afford
that
mercenaries
Guy
right now.
told
That's
us.
why they're vulnerable.
Exactly. So we show up as some, say, traveling
Charity
adventurers.
bandits, of course. We have
What
no
They're
if-
not gonna
what
hire
if-
you. They don't have the money to hire you.
Oh, we offer
We're a
services for
charity
free.
organization, dude.
Exactly.
We're a charity.
We're a mobile. We're
Yes,
the first.
we're the Red Cross.
Well,
We say
no,
we're
we're
a
the first
charitable
non-profit
organization.
mercenary group.
Yep.
Non-profit mercenary group. We offer our services where we were needed.
Exactly.
no way
They
they're
put
gonna
us in
believe
charge
that,
of the
though, dude.
caravan.
Exactly.
Easy
how do we
pickings.
How do we prove that?
What if Guy puts in a good word for us?
Exactly.
Nah, we
He
can't
doesn't
rely
have
on
that
just
kind
their
of sway.
word.
No, because okay, all we need to do is actually create our company legally in the city, and then build our names for 2 years, and then
Oh.
we can actually.
Oh.
It's called the long con.
For
Yeah.
2 years, but the caravan's going in a few days.
Hey, Dylan, is there a DMV?
Hey, all we need to do is find a magic item that brings us back
No,
in
no.
time, and
Jason,
then
Oh yeah.
there are caravans that run to and from the Sunspot, to and from Eastport, like along that route. One gets here and leaves every couple days.
okay, our
Yeah, but I
plan still
don't-
works.
But we want a job now, not 1 and 2
Hey,
years.
we'll
We have
get
to
a
wait.
job now, and
We
we'll
don't
pay
know
off in
what's
2 years.
in. We don't know what's in the caravans.
We don't need to know.
We're assuming that it's
If
worth
they're
something.
if they're broke, they're not in any position to disagree with us helping them.
Yes, fair.
Yeah,
but if they're
then again,
broke,
they're
why
broke.
would they?
That
They're
Do
not
they
doesn't
have
broke.
anything
They're
Hey,
just
useful?
doing layoffs like a big
Oh.
corporate company.
doesn't really sound like a
Yeah.
non-profit.
They're just like
tactic
trying to
me.
cut
It sounds
some
like
costs.
threatening.
But
Yeah.
if you were the owner of a company, why would you cut costs and
Oh,
still ship really
cutting
expensive
costs.
stuff?
Consultants. We're consulting mercenaries. We tell them
Oh,
how they need to
because
operate.
We're accountants.
Exactly. We're accountants that fight with.
Because they're
Typewriters.
really, really confident that with their minimal security, no one's gonna really just track them through the desert to. They're not worried
Oh
about
shit!
someone.
Okay, what if
This
we
company is
hire
literally
somebody?
they're
Okay,
literally sending
Yeah.
sitting ducks through the desert as long as you do it right.
What if we do this?
Gotcha.
We hire somebody to try
They're
to
sending you
pretend.
fucking sitting ducks. What are you doing right now,
No,
Alonso?
we hire somebody to pretend to be somebody who's tracking them, and then we're like, oh shit, that person's trying to
Nah,
track
we
you.
don't
We need
lose money to
protection.
make money around here. We get money only.
We kidnap
Also,
somebody's family and then force them to do it.
We're a team of 4. We can
seems
just
a little
tell
strange.
one of us to be like, "Hey, can you like act like you're stalking them and look super obvious like you're gonna like rob
Oh, bait and
them?"
switch.
And then 3
Oh,
of
yeah,
us
okay.
come, or 2
Do a
of
bait
us come
switch.
up, and
Yeah.
we're like, "Hey,
Oh,
guy," or "Hey,
put on a show.
dude,
Yeah.
dwarf
we
man."
just happen to be traveling along and we noticed this dude's
Yeah,
tailing you.
we're noticing these 2 guys are like taking a look
Oh,
at you
no.
weird. What if we
Yeah,
come
we're
and
doing a
follow
2-on-2.
you and keep you safe, just out of the goodness of our heart?
I kinda
Like,
like
we
the
don't want
outside
anything that bad
perspective
happen
the
to
hostage
happen
would
to
bring.
you, and then
Mhm.
midway we're traveling, and then the 2 guys come running
everything and
up,
run.
and we're like, "Don't worry, dwarf guys, we got this." And then our other 2 mates are like, "Hiya!" And then we like fall down and like act like we die, and then like the 2 guys just
Jay,
take the stuff.
Jay, you're
That's
getting a little
really hard to
elaborate here.
fake.
You're getting a
That's
little
went a
really
elaborate.
little
Hey,
too
you know
far.
what? I'm actually
That's
I'm a
really
method
hard to
actor, so
fake.
But
in
you
order to
get
actually
the idea.
The
No, but
I
in
think
problem
what we
order
need
to
to do is
actually
knock out the
die,
guard.
I need to die
Have
first.
to run.
to actually-
Okay,
the
what if
problem
we
is
just
we
kill
still
everyone
have to
in the caravan?
overpower the guards.
Okay, that works
We'll at
out.
some point have to overpower them.
I'm very
Is
Is there a way that
powerful.
we
Not
could swipe?
necessarily.
Yeah.
What if we diplomacy them? Just be like, "Hey guys,
Can we
not to
have
be
your
like
stuff,
mean or anything, but like,
please?
could
you
you
don't
like
give us
Is
your
this
hand?
stuff.
job is
No,
this
we're
job
gonna
worth
kill
it?
you. So
Can we
I'll
have your
level with it,
stuff,
you guys.
please?
Can we
Is
just
that
have
job
your
worth
stuff?
it? You can walk back to town and we didn't stop you that far out. It's really not
Oh
worth
my
it.
god.
That actually kind of
We're
works.
very chivalrous.
We do it somewhat near outside of town. The problem is we don't want to do it if there are guards outside of town watching.
Yeah,
and
we
they're
don't
like,
want to
"Yo,
do
bro."
it too close to the city. Maybe a day or 2
You
out.
guys do know that along the city wall in regular increments there are really, 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 really tall towers.
Mm.
Nothing taller than the highest spire of the Temple of the Sun.
Tower of Pisa.
Oh,
Because
let's go measure that. We should become architects and then
somewhat theocratic
Other
society
plan.
here. The temple's the biggest building,
Yeah.
But these wall towers are really, really tall, and it's the only bit of like generally accepted gnomish technology in this city. It's the only widely used gnomish technology in this city. Looking glasses, and they have dudes up there with looking glasses, looking out through the desert, ready
Ooh.
to send. They can't see they obviously can't see too far into the desert. No more than a few
Yeah.
miles. But you don't want to do this within a few miles of the city.
Yeah,
is
fair
what I'll
walk.
tell you.
We
I
get a
was
fair
saying
walk
like
in.
a day or 2 out.
Okay.
They'll see-
So we do this, another long con. So we
problem is
become
they
the
see us follow them.
dietitians for the
No, we're
group of
sticking
people
with
that actually.
this con.
Okay.
So
If
I'll
they-
give you guys a little hint because you seem to be a little lost. This wouldn't be very much of a variable when to hit them if you knew the route.
I just meant would the guards see us follow him outside and be like, that's weird. Why are these 2 guys like following this caravan?
Well, if you knew the route, you could be ahead of the caravan.
Well, it's a trade city. Wouldn't there be
It makes sense.
hundreds,
I was gonna ask about the
tens
route
of
or
hundreds
something.
of people just walking out in and out of the gate every day?
Depending on when they
This
leave,
is the thing, though.
it could be any time.
Yes, there are like thousands and thousands and thousands of people walking in and out of the gate, but Most of those people don't then walk 180 degrees around the city to the merchant gate and start walking straight after a caravan.
What if
You feel
we
like that's just
Gotta get
not
out
a
of
thing.
Okay, so
So
what if?
whoever's going into the desert with, I feel like
If
I'm
you're,
following them.
I
Is
will
that
like
safe to assume? Everybody, is that a cool like decision on the chef's part? Can I just like be following him?
Oh, chef. Wait. Okay. So
So how are we
what if
splitting this?
we have people seeing through looking glasses, right? Like a regiment or something, right? So what if we blind them, but we don't blind them like violently? Like you become the head chef for their group, and then you slowly feed them sugar, so they
that is
eventually get
way too
diabetic
long of a
retinopathy.
Too
plan.
long of a con.
That's a
Right?
long
So then they
that-
go blind.
That's what
That
is it with
is
you and
such
the
a
long
lengthy
cons?
con. Why
We
does the
still have to
con need to
find the
be so
roster.
long?
Why does it have
the
to be
route.
long?
Alonzo,
We want to get
Alonzo,
rich now,
Dwarf.
not in 20 years.
I need you to start pulling away from these plans that are long walks for short drinks of water.
Okay, what if I want to get in my daily cardio while I drink like 2 milliliters of water?
Shut the
Find a
fuck up,
different
Dworc.
fucking crime syndicate.
That's more than a daily cardio.
Doing
That's
it
like
now.
doing a
Not now,
5K.
Yeah, no, what you're talking about
The
is
best I
literally
can do
like
is a moderate sprint.
taking
Possibly a
all of the
2K.
drinkable fresh water on Earth, diving to the bottom and back up 6 times, and then pipetting out 1 milliliter into your tongue.
That sounds pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Shut the fuck up, Dworc.
So, okay. Are we all cool with the caravan idea? The
Yeah.
little goof of like, hey, we're gonna protect you from these two fellas that are mean mugging you or whatever. That cool? I feel like that would work.
Should
Gentlemen,
we like maybe?
my
I think it
partner's
could work.
crime.
I think it'd work. We could
It's
also like
definitely
think
work.
about what if we hit Jurgen
That's
and
true.
his
The
diamonds.
first guy.
We do need to consider the diamonds. That
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 is
would be a
diamonds,
massive haul.
and we would know what the loot would be instead of just hoping it's good for the
Whoa,
second.
hold on. There, I have a compromise here, gentlemen.
So you guys can infer. I will tell you this: you can infer that anything that you're gonna go through the hassle of sending in a caravan across the desert instead of taking the long way around has got to be fucking worth it.
People.
Gotcha.
It's a trafficking situation.
Like, no, it's not a trafficking situation. It's just only things that are worth sending across the desert get sent across the desert. Like,
Yeah.
True.
It's importante.
I
But we have to make
understand,
sure
but
it's value important and not memento
yeah.
important.
Because what if like the
well,
caravans being sent is like a
you
con?
guys do know where the caravan outriders hang
Yeah.
out.
I was gonna say as
Oh,
a
we should go in
compromise,
disguise.
gentlemen, if we find the route of the caravan and we know what day they come in, because the diamond guy comes in 3 days. We have 3 days.
He said few
You do.
days.
If we hit the
You
caravan,
don't.
if we
I'm gonna. You don't know the exact day that
you,
Jurgen is
You just
coming
know
in.
he's
oh,
heading out
You
in a
can find.
few days.
This is all information that you guys can go out and try and find.
mhm.
Like you guys can. You guys can try and find out this information.
All right, let's try to see if let's get
Like
an exact date
you
of when
don't know the
Darius
You
arrives.
don't know the schedules on any of this shit.
Are we trying to hit?
Darius lives here. Jurgen's coming in.
All right, we need to find some fucking timetables, gentlemen.
I agree.
When does
Okay.
shit
Help us a
happen?
lot
Let's do
planning
a
this heist.
reconnaissance
Yeah,
mission.
Find the right
let's
person, the
gather
right
information
guy.
on Jurgen
Yeah.
and then the other
Mhm.
caravan before we
Yeah.
make a decision.
We have like one day together. We need to
Yeah,
do
we
it
have the
fast.
whole day. It's only like
You
at
know
10
you
a.m.
guys have. The other thing I'll tell you about these other caravans, not Jurgen, but
Mhm.
the company that ships to Eastport.
The second one.
Like I said, they're
Mhm.
running caravans all the time. That's not necessarily a time sensitive one.
What's their company name?
Yeah.
I didn't think of one yet.
Just make one now.
Most of the time, these kinds of things don't have company. It's just, so and so's
company.
trade business. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you telling me you haven't heard of Caravroom?
Oh my god.
Come on.
I
Yep.
like that the only thing that you guys have done in this campaign is buy bread and talk to a black
I meant
market
for that
guy.
to be quick. I don't know why it turned such a long thing. I was like, oh, I just want to make a sandwich. That'll be
That's
fun.
That's just what happens when Alonzo's here.
It became
Oh,
so
yeah.
insane.
He will
So,
literally try to
How are you
bother
guys?
anyone
How are
we
you
talk
guys? How are
to.
you guys? Hey, how are you guys going about getting information?
We
Well,
should
if
go.
there's
We
a
should
caravan
infiltrate.
route where everybody comes in and out, there's got to be people that know it. So if we somehow pose as like professionals or people that want to ship something, we'll be like, hey, what time would be the
Yeah.
best? Do you have like a schedule or something? Try to get it off of one
I
of
look
them.
very professional. I'm like made of copper and everything.
Yeah, you would look
It's
tremendous in an
almost like you
office.
guys could be artists trying to ship a statue.
A statue,
we could be-
yeah.
Ah.
I
we
look
could-
like a handsome statue.
We
Thank
could be
God.
consultants trying to
Don't
maximize
look at the
transportation
statue in
efficiency.
general. I don't have a beard.
Yeah,
Alonzo,
they'll
if
sell
you
it.
say the word consultant one more time, I'm kicking you out.
You really want to be a consultant for some reason.
I don't know. It's a multifaceted job.
No.
Hey man, I'm here to cook and do cool
I
shit.
swear, if when we're like talking to the people, you better not be like, we're something of a consultant ourselves.
Oh, you're
Please
implying
don't
me
do
going
that.
up to
Hey.
sell it with them? I
Okay,
was gonna
so,
do that
guys.
alone with the statue.
So guys,
Yeah,
guys,
that would go
what
smoother.
do you want to do to figure out? And okay, A, what pieces of information are you trying to figure out? And
And
how
I
do you
know.
go about doing it?
Location.
Like just
Mhm.
walk me through like
We're
where do you
trying to
go?
find out what times Jurgen comes in
Okay,
and what is inside of the caravans that are
Yeah.
coming
Alright.
in.
That sounds like the best.
The first one sounds easy. The second one's a little harder.
and where
And
do you
nobody
want to?
wants you to know what's in
Mhm.
the caravans, right?
So first, we can get the first one at like the merchant port trading area where all the caravans come in. We could probably be like, "Oh, do we want to sell? Do we want to sell the statue? Do you know when the best time would be?" Somebody would be like, "Oh yeah, we have a fucking table or a map or something," or would like give us like tell us. So after that, if we need to get like what's inside of them, that's a little harder because I feel like that's classified somewhat. So you'd either need like, oh, I'm going to bribe them, or we could like
No. There
pose
should
as a
be
guard,
inventory.
or
There should be at least official inventory, right? So at least what's officially being
that
described
would
as
okay, yeah. So that's either on a person or in a building.
yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
Have fun, don't fall in.
Yeah. So based on the company name, what they're supposedly doing, and based on how they've officially labeled the transport, we can definitely tell something about whether it's actually really important. It's just trash that's being transported or anything like that. You know, we can find a lot of information about that.
So, just to make this a little bit easier on you guys, regardless, one second. Regardless of what's in the shipments, it's gonna end up being roughly the same value per caravan for simplicity's sake.
So just get the
Okay.
time schedule. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you figure out when caravans come in and out, and also
Why
where
caravans
exactly
come
they
in.
travel through the desert, would be two very vital pieces of
Oh,
information.
what if we
on how
camp
go.
out under the sand and we pop
I was
out
gonna
at
say like the
Sanguine?
first two people would have to like gather provisions and then wait out in the desert for like a day
Yeah.
or two to drop
Yeah.
suspicion, and then once they take off, and they're out there a good amount of the time. So I think I should go out in the desert so I can cook good food for whoever's out there, or
Okay, what
visit
if we
me
do
and the
this?
statue so I can
We
eat
get
and
a
the statue doesn't have to eat.
we get a preliminary of where the general area might be without knowing exactly where it is, and then we send out a courier or some other messenger in order to actually give specific coordinates. So we can actually front load by getting out into the desert to forego suspicion, and then we can have some other independent party deliver the information for like specifics as to where exactly it is in the desert.
Yes,
Because
but I
nobody's
don't want to
watching out of
involve
desert,
a
right?
third. I don't want to involve a third party.
We can just take one of our other members. We have
Oh yeah,
3 guys, right?
welcome.
So, how are you guys gonna? So, what are you guys gonna do? What are you doing to get your information? What are you doing?
First, we just gotta
Let's hit the
pretend we're
merchant
selling
port
the
first.
statue. So
Mhm.
who wants to pretend to sell the statue?
Yeah.
I look pretty artistic.
So you guys are already in
Yeah, but you
the merchant gate
antagonize
area.
people.
I can
I'm
also
not gonna.
say
I
we're
only antagonize people
we're
for
looking for
fun, not
some.
a job. I'm a professional too, you know.
So you guys are already at the merchant gate area. It's just a matter of like what kind of people you want to talk to. There's tradesmen here. There's like essentially what would be dock workers if this was a port. like loading and unloading shit.
Are there any like
Like
pamphlets lying
merchants.
around?
You're just checking around for
Yeah. Like, is there a
bits of
pamphlet? Is there like a open
checking
source way of telling?
checking around for just some
Yep.
kind of paper that has been left unattended.
Yep. Or if anyone's holding one.
There
Just
should
like an
be.
app.
Can
Ooh,
I
okay.
look around?
Mitchell, roll me investigation, please.
Yes. Let me click around. They call me investigating Indiana, baby. I'm out here. I'm finding shit and I'm remembering shit. That's all you need to know.
All right, so as you guys walk around, kind of like in very hushed tones discussing your plan, like you guys are kind of just like doing the rounds, which a lot of people do. Like it's not uncommon for people to just walk around the city, you know. You have to remember that you live in boring times.
Woo!
Um,
Peace.
Peace.
and so you guys are just making the rounds, walking around through the um through the merchant gate, through like you're essentially walking up and down the merchant's road, and you guys keep coming across this one particular warehouse where there's a few of those same enormous ostriches, like stabled, and there's workers loading and unloading stuff from camels. And Mitchell, you happen to notice on one of the goes around as you're just kind of looking around, seeing if you can find anything worthwhile, that there looks to be like a boss, a foreman, so to speak, who's got like a like a couple scrolls that he's been going through that like you don't know what's on them, but he reads them and then points at people to do certain things.
Okay.
So just,
He would
you know,
know.
1
He,
+ 1 = 2 tells you that this guy
he knows
is
shit.
looking at the packing lists essentially.
Mhm. Okay. Not new plan, but somewhat addition. What if whoever's selling the boy? By the way, Jay, are you okay with being like pretending to be sold?
I am very okay.
All right. I think the most you would have to do is stand still, so I don't think you can blow this.
And heck, I don't even have to breathe.
You're the best, big guy.
All right, I stand and do like
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, not yet. You're good.
Okay, never mind.
But when the time comes, the problem is how are we going to transport him when he's standing still, or is
Just get a
Or
just.
wheelbarrow. He stands still, right? He's like
do you want to lift him?
we can lean him on.
None of you are capable of lifting him. I'm just gonna let you know that right
No,
off the bat.
he can walk onto the wheelbarrow,
Yeah.
right? And then
Maybe we could. Whoa.
yeah,
Maybe we have like a little tarp underneath him and ropes, and me, Roscoe, and yeah, just me and Roscoe are pulling it to be like, oh yeah, we're selling this, and then he'll be like, oh yeah, because Dworc, because he wants to, because I believe in him, he can prove himself, he can do this. He'd go up to the foreman and be like, hey, can I see the schedule real quick? I wanted to know if there's an open, or how? Wait, what would we even say to him to get it?
no, because we need to know the schedule in order to actually plan out what
Can
shipment we
you?
load
If it's
into.
open, you can just go.
I can pretend to be very particular about being very
Ask about traffic.
controlling.
Because
Right.
if you're trying to sell the statue,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're not gonna go to that guy.
Yeah. He's high
That
up the chain.
no, he's not high up the chain at all.
Mm.
He's just in charge of getting camels loaded. That's his only job,
Mm.
is to make sure that these camels get loaded with the right stuff. It's this man's only job.
Pretend to be from outside the city.
Right.
We don't know how it works here.
What if I use my Vanishing Stone, go invis for a minute, and then just look at the list behind his shoulder?
He's not holding it
Oh,
out.
we plant the statue inside, and then he goes invisible and looks,
I mean,
and then
it's
because
a
the statue
scroll. You
doesn't
do have
come
to
out.
like open it up and like
Oh,
hold
he's
it to look
holding a
at it.
scroll.
Like
And I don't
Wait,
know
it's a
where he puts
warehouse,
it,
right?
right? Maybe he like locks it in a certain place.
Wait, it's a warehouse?
essentially, yeah. I mean, it looks
Yeah.
like
Why don't we
it
do
looks like
what
a
Dork
desert city
said?
building like all the other ones, but yeah, it works as a warehouse.
Why don't we do what Dork said and just like
Yeah,
have me transport it into the warehouse and I just take a
you
look
store
around
them exactly.
instead of looking at the list anyway?
It's
It's
a
a storage
tradesman's
place.
warehouse. It's not like an open warehouse.
No, but it has to close down at some point, right? Some point.
Yeah, and then
then
how's he gonna get in?
No, he is already in. It's a storage place. It's a
How?
warehouse.
How is
We
he
would have
getting
told
in?
him.
What do you
We would have
mean?
told him off.
We want to sell it, and we want to rent out the storage space because for some reason it's taking
This
too much
warehouse is not
space.
available for rent.
So
Yeah, we're not renting. We're
This
just selling
warehouse
it.
belongs to a company.
what if we
Let's-
just
They're
copy
not
one of their
interested in
boxes, put
buying.
me in a box,
Can we say
slap
that our
some?
wait. Sorry, but what if we say that our buyer's coming into town in like a day or two, and we're like, can we just store him in here overnight, really quick? We're very sorry to bother you, and we can either like bribe them or like talk our way into it. We're just like, it's just this old statue that we'll come up with a backstory. It's just this old statue, and it's like, can you please? We can convince them to just leave him in there overnight. But then, how do we know he's gonna leave it in there?
Trust.
Do we? What if he still
Yeah.
keeps it on him at night or locks it in a chest somewhere
Well,
far
it's
away?
up to our Rocky friend to break out and also break back in a way that's very convincing, totally not supernatural. Or we could just say it's a haunted statue. Who knows?
We could say it's a magic statue and likes to
We don't
teleport
want him to
around.
be suspicious of the statue, though.
Yeah.
Do we?
Oh, okay. What if we call a normal statue and we do exactly like the plan that was just mentioned. But then after he moves around, we're like, oh yeah, it just becomes magical every so often for some reason. Who knows?
It
Well,
just
they
follows
wouldn't
us
see it. He would
around.
do it at night. He would become invisible, and then once he sees that, he would just find his way out invisibly, and they'd be like, "What? What happened?"
Oh, somebody stole a statue. We can sue the company.
There's something.
Not that advanced of a society.
Oh,
We'll hide our faces somewhat, and we'll use
The
tags.
City Watch
and
will
we-
definitely
there's-
be hunting the statue thieves.
There's no way to trace
Oh
back-
shit, dude! We can frame somebody for being the thieves, and then
There's no way to
collect the
trace
bounty
it
on
back
them.
to us if the
But if
statue
they
just
also
walked out
if
of
they
there.
also see the same guys that just sold a statue walking around with that statue,
I was about to say we would need to disguise. Someone would need to.
Give the statue a paint job and then power wash it off.
No, not the statue. Oh, maybe the statue actually. Or we would. We could always skip town.
But this
After
is the
we do
biggest
we do
trade
this.
city.
Wait, okay. What if we
Always
take
hit and run.
clay? We take clay and we modify the statue a little bit. Its looks, right? So it's not identifiable as the same statue.
Yes, we can give me a mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, give him
Yeah,
a
clay.
mustache with a mustache.
this is
It'd
a
have to
different
be a very
statue.
convincing mustache, which I don't think we can do.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I
because
really-
it's not convincing on an actual living person that looks like a living person, but on a living rock that stays still, it can just be modern art. It's like a shitty mustache for the point of being a
Or
shitty
we
mustache.
could just keep it covered when we sell it to him, and he just keeps it on the whole time.
I think we should modify him a little bit, just to make sure in case somebody sees.
That's up to him. Do you
Oh
want to
yeah,
be?
we could say that I'm a magic
modified by this
statue
group
that
of demons?
shouldn't be exposed to light too much.
But then
since
somebody
that's
might
why
get
y'all have a
curious.
tarp
Yeah,
over
he's
me.
like a very old statue. Like, this is just something that's very important to
Or,
our family.
guys-
If you expose it to light, it could rust. Or some shit.
You're overthinking this.
Probably.
I mean,
So-
while I'm in the warehouse, I could maybe even take some stuff too,
Exactly, yeah.
if it seems valuable and small enough.
No, because the statue thieves took the other stuff too.
It's up to you when you're in there. There are no.
Yeah.
We don't want any
Yeah.
statue thieves. We don't want anybody chasing us.
No, but they're chasing the statue thieves. We're not the thieves. We're the owners that got stolen from.
Yes,
We're
but
the
you're
victims
walking
here.
around with the exact same
Yeah,
statue.
but you're walking
No, that's
around
why we
with me.
modify the statue. That's
That
why
is
we
not.
modify.
That is off the table.
We're just covering it.
What?
We're covering it and saying that it's very sensitive in the light.
Yeah.
Okay, modifying the statue gets around the issues. For some
It's the
reason, we
statue's
walk back.
body. It's the statue's
We can
choice.
just cover me.
Okay, sure.
His body, his choice.
Okay, so you guys are essentially like, you guys can ask for a cart when they see you like kind of like dragging a statue. Someone will bring a cart over for you. They're like,
All right. Since that's the case, I'm gonna go ask for a cart to bring over. Dworc, you work out what you're gonna say to the fucking guy. Isn't that what we're doing? No. Yeah, we're just selling him. So who's selling? Who is the selling man to leave
Okay,
him?
I
in
don't
warehouse?
think that we should have Dork be the
I'll
selling
be the selling man. I look like an upstanding
He
citizen.
volunteered himself. That's why I was just like, let's do it. Let's give him a shot. I believe in him. But if we feel the other way, we can.
Too. Don't worry.
So who wants to
Alright.
sell? I'm gonna go grab the cart. You guys decide. By the
Okay,
time I
wait. Can the selling band be very rich so I can be the butler?
Sure.
Okay.
Dylan died.
Dylan did die.
Rip.
Or anyway, which one of y'all is selling me?
I'll be the seller.
Yeah, I'll just
I'm
stand still.
the personal assistant to so.
I'll just be very still.
Dressed in a suit.
By the way, this is Rusco.
Oh, cool.
Yes. It's your name on Discord now.
Whoa.
I think Dylan actually died.
Dylan?
I think he did. We killed Dylan.
We killed him. Yeah, our plan was so stupid that he just like fucking died.
He actually had an aneurysm and his eyes bled out.
Let me
in
look up
pure pain.
elf mage. Elf mages.
I had headset problems for a second. Really old. It's time for a new one, honestly.
So we killed you.
This headset is literally like 6 years old.
Nice.
Well,
All right, so you guys heard me. What did you hear? What was the last thing you heard me say?
nothing.
Get a cart.
You went selling. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I left to go grab a cart, and I was like, "All right, you guys decide who's selling."
Oh,
And we determined that Rusco was selling.
so
Yeah.
Rusco's gonna sell the statue.
Yes.
All right, so when you leave to go get a cart, Kenny, you said you're doing that?
Yes. Kenny goes to go grab a cart. I'm gonna go ask, "Hey, do you know where I can go grab a cart real quick? I'm
Who are
selling
you
this big
asking?
old statue." If I can find where they're selling
Who
carts
are
or
you
borrow
asking?
one. I don't know. Is anybody? Is there a cart salesman? All right. First, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look around for anybody selling those.
No one's selling carts,
Yeah,
but
you can
You
just
said
borrow
if
one.
we
Just
were
borrow
dragging
they're
a
one.
statue,
literally
someone would
all
give
over
us
the.
one.
Just grab one.
Oh, I
it's
told you that
free?
was literally happening right now. Like if you guys were dragging it into the docks, someone's gonna be right there. Like so, if that's what you're doing, then someone walks up
Oh,
and helps you guys load
then
Jay
fuck.
onto a cart and asks the group, where you headed with this, and like helps you as like a couple workers help you get it onto a cart. One of them goes, "Where are you headed with this?" Just out of curiosity, because once they get it on the cart, they're gonna go back to their work.
Oh yes,
I get you now.
we're looking to store this fine statue. We're trying to sell it.
Our buyer's coming in like 2 days.
Yes.
I do a cool pose, but I'm stuck like that.
Do you know of any trade companies that have storage
Ooh.
warehouses? We could store this
We're
fine
storing
statue.
it here though.
He points back to the building that you know where the the scroll Kenny saw was. He points back to that building and he says, "Talk to my foreman.
You're right. You're
How
right.
much appreciated, sir.
Have a nice day." And he goes back to his work.
All right. Do we have a tarp to cover the statue with?
I thought you guys had already covered it.
All right, good.
Alright,
Good,
we
good,
covered
I
it.
was just
Got that covered.
I was making sure. I was
was
like, that's important. We don't want
like,
to.
you guys you guys had said cover the
Please.
statue,
Yeah.
and I was pretty sure that was what you were going with, so I was just gonna roll with that unless I
Cover that
heard
son of a bitch.
otherwise. So yeah,
Yes, he is
it's
covered.
covered.
Right,
That part
so
of it is covered.
so Rusco's gonna go sell Jay. Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice. Dwork, what
Are
do
you
you
trying
want
to
to do?
sell it right now, or are you trying to get it
Oh, we're
stored
trying
right
to
now?
pretend we're selling.
Ooh, storage or
Yeah.
sellage?
Like,
No,
Cause-
we're storing it because we're selling it.
Yeah,
We
we're
have nowhere else.
because
storing
to
I
it.
Yeah,
thought you,
yeah,
because I thought
yeah,
you guys the story you were going with
yeah,
that you had just made
Yeah.
right now was
I
you have a
just said
buyer
that.
coming
didn't I?
in,
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
yeah, yeah.
which
incredible.
is a very sensible story and gives you a good reason to leave the statue there for a
Yes,
couple
yeah,
days.
that's what we're doing.
A couple
Mhm.
days is a long time, though.
We can
Yeah, he
think
won't be there longer than
after
a
the
night.
fact.
Right.
Gives us
So you guys
time to work with it.
you guys are wheeling your statue up to the foreman, or
Yep.
like up to the front of this building.
Did we want everyone to talk to the guy, or is it just Rusco and Jay?
No, it's just Rusco.
Yeah. Who all is going?
Well, I would
to
hope
this?
Jay would not talk.
Well, I'm going as the
I
personal
am
assistant,
not
but I'm
talking.
Well,
selling.
yeah.
Like, are all of you gonna?
Well, I
like,
I'm
wasn't.
just gonna stand there because I'm the personal assistant to the very wealthy.
I was
owner
gonna
and
let him
seller.
rock with it.
Yes, I am very wealthy, very prestiged.
All right.
Do you
So
have coattails so I can carry them as you want?
so
I'm gonna go
Rusco
try a
is
local restaurant. I'll be back, yo.
Rusco is with his assistant. Is having his assistant help him wheel this up to the front,
Mhm.
and the foreman is standing towards the front of this building, and he walks over to you and he says, "What's this?"
I take a bow to him and I'm like, good afternoon, sir. I have this statue with me. We have a buyer coming in a few days. One of your workers told me we might be able to store it in one of your warehouses.
He he looks around a couple times, and he leans in closer to you and he says, "Don't say where you hear any of this." And then the next thing he says is, "I can store it with you, but it's a little risky for me to store things without keeping them on the to store things without going through all that documentation, and it sounds like you need it now. I'll store it for 5 gold pieces for the next 2 days."
A tempting offer. We have a very rich buyer coming to buy this prestigious statue. How about you let us store it when we want, and I will give you a cut of the purchase price.
"2 gold deposit and you have a deal. I don't want this to bite me."
Naturally, and same goes for me. I can do 2 gold.
The personal assistant pulls out 2 gold.
I snap.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is Dwork covering it?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, phenomenal. Alright,
Oh,
Dwork,
we'll
pay.
pull our money later, but for now,
Yeah, we're cool.
Oh, you guys are gonna pool it?
Yeah.
we'll pull it.
Cool. So I think everyone should have started
Oh,
with
whoa,
10.
whoa. We're pooling it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're assuming
That's
you
fine.
want your part of the reward afterwards.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I just took a little bit of money to go,
Not my
I
fault that you want to be the shallow in the money pool.
I left. I went to go get some food while you guys were talking to him.
Yeah, Rusco
That's not real.
snaps to summon his
I'm
servant.
seeing they're holding like what looks like to be like a gyro or a gyro, as some people call them.
Did you just essentially like mage hand your coin purse into your hand?
Yep.
That's sexy. I like it. It's a snazzy move right there.
Always at the ready.
And so somehow, somewhere, this dude gets paid 2 gold pieces, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So he does the like finger and mouth whistle, but he does like a really short one. And 2 workers just stop what they're doing and come up to the front, and he says, "Take this into the back room."
Oh, one other thing, good sir. As you can see, this statue is covered with this tarp. This is
He's holding his finger up to the guys that are about to wheel up the statue, and they're just standing there waiting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As you can see, we have this very fine statue covered with a tarp. It is actually very light sensitive. It's a very old and beautiful piece of work. You'd want to keep this tarp on as long as possible. Please don't let that come off and let any light come to it. Be very appreciated.
He nods your way, and he says, "2 gold? I ask no questions.
I was gonna
We
say
go
this
our
like
ways."
you could get some money out of that.
And so like as I assume you're doing this like as you're about to hand in the money,
yeah.
and he's like, and he points at that 2 gold, and he's like, "Right there, that's for no questions asked," and he takes it from you.
I'll pat him on the shoulder, be like, "That's good man, good man."
He goes for a handshake, and then
Yay.
yeah, you guys shake hands. You do the shoulder pat, bro, handshake, and
Business
yeah,
partner.
he says, "Best be on your way now," as he looks down the road at an approaching city watchman, just not like a suspicious one, just doing his rounds, and he's like, yeah, he's like, "Hey, this guy's about to be doing his rounds, like, time to go."
Yes, understood.
We did it.
Alright.
We'll meander off.
So you guys meander off. Is there anything else you're gonna do while you're here, or you just like leave it and you're just gonna wait this out?
It's all up to
We're waiting in the merchant
Rockfelt
square.
now.
Is there anything we could do?
You're gonna wait
Well,
there for
Rocco's
2
chilling.
days?
Yeah, there's
I
a lot
thought
of
he was
stuff.
doing it tonight.
Yeah,
I thought
he's
he
got
was
this-
just gonna
Still,
go
you don't have to
invisible and look
wait
for the.
there overnight.
Yeah, what do we want to go do?
Yeah, we could go do anything.
Let's go do some reconnaissance on the diamond shipment. See if we can pull boat.
Ooh. So. Ooh, we should have
You're gonna
asked
try
about
to
that when we
find
had the
stuff
chance.
out about Jurgen coming in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would be a little more suspicious to talk to the foreman about.
Oh, we can't do the same. We can't talk to the foreman. We gotta find somebody
No,
else.
no.
All the guy could tell you is that he knew Jurgen was coming and was bringing diamonds.
Okay. Do we know if
We could
Jurgen's
try
caravans
talking
look any
to.
different?
I forget the guy who he was trading with, but we could try talking to him or someone that knows.
Darius of Wise?
Darius the Wise.
The Wise,
Is he like a well-known? I'm assuming he's a
he's
well-known tradesman.
he's a local tradesman, so like usually
He's a
he's known as
magician.
like Darius the Wise is kind of known as the guy who like brings in the cool stuff from other places.
Is he actually
Okay.
wise, or is he?
Oh, Darius seems cool though.
We could say we're
Yeah, he's
we're
wise, and that's
perusing.
why
We
he's
need some
rolling
goods
in
from
it.
the Ironforge Empire. We're
What if
looking to.
Darius needs those diamonds?
And it's why more than likely you should steal from the dwarf and not Darius the Wise, because he's too wise for that shit.
Yeah, Darius knows we would be doing it. I play chess with him every other week.
Could go to him directly, try to get some information.
If you were Darius,
Under
would you
what
tell us?
guise is a guy that rich
Yeah.
just gonna go in, A, let you talk to him in the first place, and B, just like open up that information with
Oh
no
yeah, I'm
questions
selling my
asked?
diamonds this week.
Well, don't mention the
Over
diamonds,
at this
obviously, but
location at this specific time.
say we're some wealthy folk and we're doing a project and we're looking for some goods from the Ironforge Empire. I don't know, what do they specialize in for trade usually?
We don't want to lie to the brass tacks though.
Guns.
I mean, there's all manner of things you could say that would be acceptable. Like it's just like dwarven made
No.
goods.
we
like-
can. We
Yeah,
can
say
take
we're
it apart,
just-
So
We're just
very
just
finely made
curious.
decorations.
Yeah, we're curious collectors looking for some
Yep.
dwarven goods.
If things go bad, that's bad though. We're in like a rich person
might-
territory. Rich
that
people
might
have a lot of
gain you
stuff.
that might gain you an audience. You don't know yet. Like you're thinking. I mean, I don't know how much I can tell you about whether or not yeah,
Mm.
that's a thing you can try.
But the first thing we got to figure out is how long do we have till the diamonds are in town?
Yeah, and if you ask Darius when the dude's coming, you'll find that out.
Yeah.
This is true.
All right, let's go ask Darius.
Oh, we could ask for any
Well,
just
not
in
right.
general
Do we want
dwarven
to do it without
shipments.
Jay? We sure.
You don't have to ask about diamonds.
Yeah, exactly.
dwarven
That's what I was
shipments.
thinking about. Just say we're
Yeah.
collectors. We're very interested in dwarven
Anything
goods.
dwarves. Yep.
What if they ask to see our collection?
We have
Just
back.
say we're travelers and we're actually not. We don't
I
live
don't
here.
want
We
to
don't have a.
travel across the desert with them, you see. Lots of thieves, of course.
Oh,
Pretty
my
sweet.
collection is
Oh my,
overseas. I
lots
wouldn't
of
dare bring
thieves
it
in
to
the
the desert.
Ah, it sucks, you know. Jeez, imagine that shit.
Oh
Crazy,
my,
right?
those thieves in the desert, those horrible
Couldn't be
thieves.
me, really. Couldn't be
All
me.
right, so you guys are gonna try to get an audience with Darius under the guise of being traveling collectors.
Very
I
underground.
think
You
it
won't
could
know our
work.
names. Sorry. We just do it as a hobby, not as a lifestyle. So is it gonna be like all three of us split the costs of diamonds? Is that our backstory?
Who's lived here the longest? Risco probably has. Risco,
Okay.
roll me insight.
All right.
You got it. Get it, Risco.
Let's see how
Alright, I'm pretty good at
How much
insight.
attention
Hopefully I
you
can
were-
roll this.
how
God
much you-
damn it.
You were not paying
Yes,
very good
dude.
attention to the going
You knew
goings
the
of the
whole
world
time,
around you.
didn't you?
All right, cool. Carry on with your discussion.
I completely forgot where I was going.
8's not good enough to gain you any insight.
Damn.
Okay, so we're getting an audience with Darius.
You don't have to get an audience with the reuse.
We don't have to get an audience.
There are other ways of doing it, but that is a way of doing it. I
Well,
don't
who
really
else
care
would
what
know
you
a
do.
schedule to something? Does Darius have like a guard we could talk to? Like anybody on his chain list that would know? Does anybody know? Can I ask around?
You're
Or is that
not sure if
selfish?
you could necessarily recognize who works for who here.
Nobody's too obvious with it. Okay.
You do kind of remember Guy talking about the reason that he talked to the caravan outriders specifically was that they worked around, like, they just got hired here and there for different caravans. So they knew a lot of the schedules from talking to each other.
I see. I see. Could have a friendly chat with an outrider. Very nice people. And like, yeah, we could do that. Or we could talk to the guy, Darius man. What else could we do to figure it out? I don't know. I think those are our options, boys.
Lads.
Mr. Dworc and Rusk. Do you feel like talking to one of the outrunners if we could find one?
What?
To
Oh
go
my God.
to see if when the diamonds come into town.
Yeah.
The
All right.
anticipation is good.
I don't really know which one would be the better play.
Alonzo, any thoughts?
I feel like if we fail the outrunner one, there's no harm, no foul. Those would be like, sorry, I can't tell you. We could be like, oh, that's fine. Then we walk away.
I think the audience of the wise would be interesting. We could find out about more caravans that are dwarf related, not just details in the diamonds. And as long as we don't fuck up our supposed or secret identities, then we can gain important contacts.
Mm-hmm.
The ugly one raises some valid points.
I'll see you.
And the one issue with this whole plan and maintaining our identities is if the statue gets stolen, which we have no control over because we already told
I
our
think he
good
can
friend
defend himself.
Rockfelt. No, but if he gets stolen, we get seen walking around him again.
I think he can defend himself. He's not gonna get stolen.
Well, no, like, you guys said you were leaving him for 2 nights.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go away the first.
So if he
he's gonna
leaves on the
disappear.
first night, everyone's going to assume he was stolen.
We can't tell him anything because he's already gone. So he was on board with the stolen plan and then like framing somebody for like stealing. So we gotta figure out a way of finagling our identities around that. We could say that he magically became a statue and he bonded to Kendrick.
No, don't get me involved in this.
Well, hey, guys,
What if?
this is what you guys planned for this. This is why you have the tarp. No one knows what.
Yeah, no one knows what it looks like.
Yeah, but you can be like, this is our.
This is completely different statue.
Be like,
This
you know,
is the
that
statue,
other one was stone. This is
This is just a
bronze.
performance art thing that he's doing.
Oh, you're right. It is performance art.
He's just really dedicated to his craft.
No,
Don't
no,
worry
no, no.
about it.
If you tell everyone that this is a living rock and you were selling a statue, people might
Oh,
raise their eyebrows a tiny bit, but they'll be like,
word up.
well, that's definitely a living rock.
The statue was modeled after Living Rock because he's famous in a different part of the world.
They didn't see the statue though.
People might
If they
buy
do.
that.
If they do.
people might buy that.
Yeah. I mean, living rocks are pretty cool, right? Maybe somebody idolized them enough to make a statue out of it.
Yes, so you have a lot of options there
But
to
aren't
get around
living
that
rocks
part.
based on statues?
And there are statues based on living rocks.
Yeah.
Mind
And if you
blown.
want to take it one step further, there are statues based on living rocks, based on statues, and let me tell you, they do not look good.
Butt fucking ugly.
Like, you're taking a statue of a statue of a statue.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Of a guy. You can throw an of a guy in there. Alrighty, I gotta be right back while you guys talk things over.
I think we're ready. We want to talk to the wise. Because we're wise.
All right.
Yeah. Just gotta make sure to seem convincing.
Apologies, I'm just chewing. Yeah, so if we're like diamond collectors, traveling diamond collectors,
Well, we're not gonna mention diamonds. That's
No,
risky.
we do not mention diamonds. You
Yeah,
mentioned
that
but
is
we're gonna
risky.
play around it. We're gonna
trinkets.
be sneaky.
We're just
No,
gonna
no,
say
we-
we're collectors of dwarven goods.
So we're asking for any dwarven
Wow.
caravans or dwarf-led caravans that are coming into the
Yeah,
city.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're big fans of the
Here's
Ironforge
dwarven
Empire.
arts.
Yeah. We're basically dwarf fetishists, and we just want to collect everything dwarf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll make up some really sad backstory about how my parents had a very precious dwarven necklace that got lost when they died, and I've been looking for it ever since. To see if he buys it.
I think that'll be too much. We're just businessmen. We're just interested. We're very cold to a situation where we're like, oh yeah, anything goes.
That could be a last resort. Tug at the
Yeah,
heart.
last resort. That's true.
Gotcha. Go for the heart.
Play for the heart, exactly.
All right, that works. Dwarven goods we wish to acquire.
Mm-hmm.
Are we trying to give them our real names?
No. Yes. No.
No.
Names are constructs. We don't have to.
No.
Probably not. Yeah.
No. Yeah. We don't want to. We don't want to give our real names.
Yeah. Make up some
Not
aliases.
at all.
Not like Dworc NotDwarf actually sounds like a real name in the first place. So.
Honestly, yeah, you could fool people, but it's too memorable.
Mhm.
Mm.
Oh man! I wonder how much stuff.
Damn, the
Rockfelt
problem is
is gonna take.
we're also aesthetically rememberable.
We can
So
get disguises. All we need to do is keep the
Really
same
covers
persona
itself.
of the rich seller. So as long as Rusco actually keeps the rich persona, we can go buy some clothes, and I can like dress up as a servant, right? And you can be like a
True.
local friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as we keep the personas, we should be good.
I'm back. What did you guys figure out?
We're going shopping.
We're walking through a plan.
You're going shopping?
Yes. Close time, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah, suits. Or whatever looks official, I guess.
Yeah.
You
wanna go
guys
buy
are
some
looking
clothes.
for fine clothing?
We're getting snazzy
Yep.
for a lie, for a con.
Sorry.
Bless you.
That sounds painful.
Man, if you guys haven't seen the anime Great
No, man, that was
Pretenders,
just sneezing.
you need to watch that.
Seen what?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
That is basically this D&D campaign in a
Oh,
nutshell.
that's amazing. Oh, I need to go see it now.
It's a really good show. Basically, they are like a group where they just do like long cons, like conning people for obscene amounts of money around the world,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
and they come up with these elaborate plans.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's extremely good.
So we have acquired suits?
Let's go get them.
Let us go get them.
Yep.
Do I need to get like a little mask? I feel like I have a very memorable bird face.
Not really. If someone says a kenku, yeah, there's not a whole lot of options, but also
Okay.
humans
Can
be
you-
racist, and
Mhm.
they're
Yeah,
not
well,
going to be able
I
to tell
agree.
you from any other kenku.
I
Or you
got
get
you.
like a beat guard, so you, it's like a mask for your beat, so you can talk and like code your beat.
I was
So,
thinking of something like that,
yeah.
but I don't need to. So we're just gonna dress real snazzy and go talk to Mr. Darius, or at
Yeah.
least ask for a counsel with him.
Yeah. For reasons.
So let's go find his secretary, or someone who is somewhat close to a secretary.
Can we assume we already got the clothes, or do we actually negotiate for that though?
Oh, yeah, we gotta get the clothes.
Alrighty, guys. I don't think you guys can afford fine clothes for everyone.
So can we
Fuck.
go steal some?
No. Fuck.
Can we get cheap clothes that looks fine?
Fine clothes cost 15 gold pieces
Oh,
for like one person's clothing.
Hmm.
All we need to do is get Rusco dressed up for one person.
That's
we
also
get-
true.
Rusco is actually already normally dressed up.
You're right,
And-
he is. He kind of is.
Like he kind of likes to appear dapper, and
Doesn't
Okay,
he
we-
also have the ability to cast disguise self?
No, but the wise will see through that. I'm assuming he has some sort of magical ability.
Just because his name's the Wise?
I don't know. He's a person who's kind of climbed his way up. I
He's
wouldn't
just a smart
underestimate him.
businessman.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing.
You
Yeah,
know
we
what
could
they
say,
say?
no. Yeah.
You know
Rusco,
what they
okay.
say about assuming?
Rusco, if you introduce yourself as like a person, like you're really wealthy, but you like you're kind of generous, so you allow the people who associate with you, your servants, kind of dress casually as a sign of respect towards them. You greatly value the people who work for you, kind of like that.
okay, yeah. I don't think the
That
other guy
angle
will mind.
works, and he's probably not going to care what your servants
Yeah, I don't think
dress
the
like.
guy really minds.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you introduce them as servants, you're good to go, man. Like,
Everybody's got an entourage.
Mm-hmm.
you're just going to be all like, oh, John, I know it's kind of awkward timing, but you forgot your hit points, bro.
Oh, that's how you know something's coming.
No, I literally just had his character sheet pulled up looking at it
Oh.
just because he was talking about
Yeah,
doing
I
shit.
need to fill out a few other things actually.
But yeah, hit points, bro. Those are important.
That is true.
Hit points are expendable.
I
It's
Hit
forget, how do
points.
I calculate those again?
So for you, it's d8s, and your Constitution modifier is 1, right?
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna do 4. You're gonna roll 4d8 plus 13, and that's gonna be your hit points for right now.
Okay.
And then, because at first level you take max, which is 9, and then at every other level would be 1d8 plus 1, which adds up to 4d8 plus 4. So 4d8 plus 13 will get you your hit point total for this level. So there's your hit points, bro. Oh, add 13 to that, so 30.
Gotcha.
And then whenever we level up, you'll get 1d8 plus 1. So you'll just roll 1d8 plus 1. Also, you can add the modifiers onto the roll, and it'll do it in the roll as well. Okay, so you guys are gonna go and try and find. You guys are gonna go and try to get an audience with Darius the Wise.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Do we get like a what's going on with Jay, or he's just waiting?
I mean, it's still daytime, so
Does Jay get a description of what? I mean, is he
I
just
am
gonna sit
just
here for-
frozen, and I have no opinions on any of your plans, and I don't know what is happening outside this tarp.
he can't see.
Yeah,
I
he's
He can
can't
hear
see, I
muffled
can't-
footsteps and
What can you
talking.
hear?
But I can
You know?
hear just people just. I'm just in the warehouse. People
He
are
can
working
hear
around
people
me.
working in the warehouse, doing warehouse work and
I just
shit.
hear
No.
everything that's happening around me.
Don't
I
worry.
can't move. I don't know what y'all are up to. I'm just
I
gonna
will say,
I'm just gonna wait until I don't hear anything anymore.
I will say, um, at one point, Jason, Jay did hear someone, like he thought he heard footsteps and he said, "Oh," and he heard someone be like, "All right," like what he assumed was bend, like squat down to pick up a box and just fart, like
I
right
think,
as he finished squatting down for the
I think to
box.
myself,
Aw, poor guy.
disgusting.
what
And
if you
you
just
know-
say, excuse you?
Excuse
Throw it
me.
all away.
Just to fuck with the guy.
Hey, buddy.
Starts out an all-out brawl in the warehouse between all the workers.
That'd be
Oh,
so
wait.
funny.
What if Jay like says some
I
stuff
kind of
and
want
tries
to. You know what?
to fuck with people?
That would be so funny. Oh my god.
Okay.
Damn, that stinks.
Are you actually saying that?
I will whisper it.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
I fucking know it.
Damn, that stinks. I'm sure it's like all rustle and bustle in the warehouse.
The dude
You
just
really
picks it
just
up and
can't
walks
even-
away. Yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't hear a shit.
people just don't hear things when they're working in the warehouse.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Just
it's
turn off your
loud.
brain and just
Loud
work.
place.
That's exactly what he's doing. All right, so back to these other guys.
Back on mute.
Who are you? Who are you reaching out to find your audience with Mr. Darius?
We do not know that part.
Darius?
We do need to figure that out.
That is true.
Okie dokie.
Do you feel like just asking around?
I mean, we can.
I feel
Let's
like
go to a
people
merchant
know.
shop.
We could ask some other local merchants so they know.
Pretty expensive merchants, so they know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So
A few higher end merchants. Okay.
yeah, let's go. Go to the shopping place.
Any peddlers of rare wares that we could ask?
Yeah, so you hit up you hit up a guy who you know deals in just kind of general wizarding paraphernalia. And
Oh, we
he's
should
like,
get a fake wizard beard.
not that kind of paraphernalia.
Oh, that's on my internet. Just pooped. Okay, that's back.
Oh, he's back.
He's alive.
Okay,
Yay,
my internet
he's
just
back.
like cut out for
He
Hey.
didn't die.
a second.
It
Don't
happened to
role
me
play
earlier,
that hard,
too.
man. Don't go too far.
You missed so much, Jason.
If it's
That was
over, you
really
did it.
weird. I was like, what the hell? Why did everyone stop talking mid sentence?
What is this?
Anyway, back to being a statue.
So yeah, they're just like
Let's go talk to. Let's go to Darius's front gates.
they're literally just like, yeah, go to the front gates of his place and
Let's
just
go
be
ask to
like,
see him.
yo, we're interested in speaking to Darius. This is our matter.
Yeah.
All right, we will go do that.
Let's go.
All right. So you see some I want to say less intimidating guards
Makes sense.
out front. Like they're there, but they don't look quite as like they're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. So the way dwarf walks is like just right at the basically at the hand of Rusco, just to be available at all times. And, very
Rusco is actually going to
progress.
summon his fox spirit familiar, like kind of just sitting on his shoulders to kind of act even more like important
Okay, I'll allow that. Yeah, that's cool.
and like exotic, I guess.
I dig it. I like it. Alrighty. So what do you say to the guys as you're like walking up to them? Like, there's some guards here at the gates. You're walking up to the gates. Go.
Hey guys, how's the post going?
He just kind of looks at you. He's like, swimmingly.
Yeah.
Yes, good
As long as
sirs,
there's land,
we are looking for Darius. If you would
This
be so
is-
kind.
And on what matter do you intend to speak with Darius the Wise?
Well, we wish to talk about trade, of course. You see, I'm an exotic collector of sorts and traveler. We wish to speak with him to discuss some business matters. Very profitable ones, I might add, for him.
Roll me deception for favor.
Yeah, that's a big.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Okay.
he's got it.
I'm actually an expert in deception. Hopefully, I can roll. Please.
Oh God, if you don't beat him.
Oh no. Oh
16, we're good to go. All right.
Okay.
He nods along with what you're saying, and he
Immediately
goes,
go to jail.
and he says, all right, wait here a moment. I will ask Darius when he's available for you. And you see him, you see him grab a very small flag and kind of wave it, and then you see someone at the top of the gate, grab another flag and wave it, and then the gate opens just enough for one person. He goes in, and then it closes again. He's gone for a little bit, and then when he comes back, he doesn't exit the gate again. He just says, "Darius will see you right away," and the gate opens for you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good, good, thank you.
He says, "Right this way," and he leads you not very far into a decently sized building. So there's kind of like a big foyer room, typical of these kinds of buildings. And you go up the big flight of stairs in the middle, and you hook a left, and there's a kind of like a kind of like a hybrid between a study and a library. Like there's a big resplendent shelf of books along the back, and then like a big nice wooden desk in the center. And sitting at the desk is it's him. That's in general, not pictures. Might be. Yeah.
SMH, bro.
Looks
Whoa.
very, very wise.
Darius does look really wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see,
Good
he's
evening, Dr.
literally like
Darius.
Is magic
Hold-
actually just pouring out of his?
no.
You're telling me,
no.
oh yeah, he's just a normal small town businessman. It's like fucking
No,
Wizard
he's
Supreme
not.
here.
This is
spinning
not a. This is not a small town.
Oh, you're right. It's a huge town. Okay.
B. This is just a picture I found. This is not a perfect representation.
Yeah,
of the
yeah, I
dude.
know. I was kidding.
However, I will say to the plume of smoke coming out of his hand, you can imagine that he's literally holding like a hand-rolled cigar that's like got
That's
magical smoke, and you're like,
luxurious.
that's why he's wise. What the hell is this man smoking?
Mhm.
But like, So he looks at you and he says, "Please have a seat." And
Wait, so can I take a sniff of the smoke? Can I tell what it is?
roll me survival.
Bum bum. Bum bum.
Oh no! Dang, so close.
It's just a weird smell, man.
Yeah,
I take a seat.
so many weird smells.
So when he says take a seat, he's got his nice chair behind the desk, and there's nowhere for you to sit. And then like he's like, take a seat.
Shit test first.
I will sit on the ground.
Oh,
So so like you start like bending your knees and like you start to reach your hand like you're about to go sit to the ground, and you see just 4 chairs come from like a shelf somewhere on one of the walls and just like fly into place on the table, like in front of
Oh,
the table, ready to go.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr.
Dworf didn't
Darius.
make a move. He stayed at his side the whole time. The same.
Thank you,
The
Mr.
Rusco side.
Darius.
good trick, my man. I was about to make one of my servants go fetch me a seat.
Hey, come on now.
He nods at that and he says, I remember when I enjoyed having that power when I was young."
I don't sit. Dworf does not sit. He stands behind Rusco.
Wise
"Oh,
guys
my
don't have
friend,
servants.
you come to my gates and you speak to me of wildly profitable business.
Indeed, I do.
Seeing you, my friend, I have to ask, what sort of business might I be doing with you?"
Well, you see, my good man, I am somewhat of a exotic traveling collector. I'll reach over and pet my fox familiar for a second.
He hadn't noticed that as you guys were coming in and he was doing his little party trick. Also, I don't know why I said 4 chairs. He definitely only grabbed 3 chairs. There's no statue here.
Yeah.
Um, and he hadn't noticed that at first, and you see his eyebrows go up, and he's like, oh damn. He's like, all right, maybe you are a collector. Um, and he says, I see, and what is it
Yes, yes.
exactly that you're looking to collect here?
Well, you see, my good man, recently I've taken a liking to the Ironforge Empire and their collectibles, as one might say.
I see. Unfortunately, I may not be the man that you want to do business with. However, a colleague of mine will be arriving in 3 days' time and will be making visits here frequently.
3
I could,
days. Hmm.
yes, a dwarf tradesman by the name of Jurgen Stonebreaker. Perhaps you could meet with him and arrange travels there travels back with him to the Ironforge Empire if dwarven items are what you seek.
That is very intriguing news. I would very much like to meet this man.
Certainly. Return here in 3 days' time, and I will put you in touch. However, I should warn you, when dealing with dwarves, be sure to be honest. They never forget a liar.
I'm the pillar of honesty, my friend. I'll give him a wink. But I ask, what is this man to you? How do you know this trading dwarf fellow?
We met decades ago. We started out as a bit of rivals, you might say, but over time we realized there was no sense in hating each other over the fact that we sold the same things, and we came to respect each other's work and became quite good friends over the years. You know, becoming friends with a dwarf, it's something that takes quite a bit of time.
I see. That does make sense.
But
Thicky fellows, those dwarfs.
an elf such as you've got plenty of time, don't you?
Indeed.
Well, all right. Be on the lookout for a messenger of mine. Actually, no, that's not what he says at all. He doesn't know where to contact you. He says to you, if you wish to meet this dwarf, please return here in 3 days' time, at about midday.
Midday. Okay. I will certainly do that.
All right. I will see you then.
I very much appreciate this information, my friend.
Of course, I'm happy to be of assistance. Happy I could provide some wisdom, so to speak. And he points at you and he gives you a wink back on that one.
I like you.
All right.
Thank you, Mr.
I have other
DeWise.
matters to attend to now.
Of course, of course. Don't let me keep you. Have a good day.
You as well. And as soon as you guys get up out of your chairs and make your way towards the door, A, the door opens for you, and B, the chairs go back onto the shelf. You really get the impression that he kind of knew what you were getting at some points. Roll me insight, Mr. Rusco.
Okay.
Yeah, the insight sounds right. All right, all right. You were able to tell from that you know he might have been catching on to why you were really there. Just maybe had a slight inkling,
Okay.
and that like he was maybe kind of like you get a sense of warning out of that conversation, not necessarily like condemning. Like he wasn't like against what you were about to do.
Right. Yeah,
He was just like,
I understood what
watch
he was saying.
yourself. Yeah,
I distinctly
there you
remember
go.
some time ago, a voice from heaven told us that not all fights were worth fighting.
Well, that's not necessarily what I meant. I meant like some literal fights
Oh, okay.
you
Not
might
always
just want to
easy.
run from and not like try and fight your way out.
Yeah,
You
okay.
might just want to turn tail and be like, all right, nope, we out. We fucked up. We're out. Goodbye.
What?
But yeah, that was that conversation. You know they're coming in 3 days. You know that in 3 days, they're gonna be here for a little bit. Like you know that when someone comes to do business, they're not just gonna be here for a day. This man didn't travel for a week to stay a day.
No.
Um, and what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so you know when he's gonna get here. You haven't quite figured out where his shit's gonna be, but you do know when he's getting here precisely, and you have an audience with the dude himself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and call that a day for you guys, as in
Yeah.
like
Okay.
daytime wise.
Yep.
Jason,
Yes.
Okay, it's now. Now's the time. I'm excited.
Now.
I'm excited.
Jason, after a really fucking long time of just hearing dudes work, like just an agonizing man. It's like the amount of time you've just heard just grunting
And farting and burping.
and just the dudes yelling at each other. but eventually it all starts to die down until eventually someone says, um, you hear someone shout across the warehouse, "Time to lock up," and then you hear two really, really loud doors slam simultaneously, and you assume from the outside, based on your experience, um, this place was just locked from the outside. Like the last two dudes in here left, locked it.
All right. I'll wait for
That's
a
what it sounded
solid
like.
about 10 more minutes
All right, are
before I
you
start moving.
okay? Are you like,
And
what are you
then
doing? What are you using that 10 minutes for?
just making sure that they're actually gone.
All
And
right,
they're
roll
not
me
going to come
perception.
back. Let me see.
Roll me perception to see if you hear anything while you're waiting. All right.
Coast clear.
He's like, I don't need my eyes to see.
Good
And
sense.
yeah, you pretty much you can tell you like it's so quiet in this warehouse now that like you can hear like a rat scurrying around every now and then. Like that's how fucking quiet it is. And like you don't hear any peep of humanity.
All right.
Like you're
I
good to go,
will
man. You
remove my tarp
all right?
and look around.
Okay, so as you look around, um pretty much confirm because you're taller than most of the boxes. It still looks like there's no one. Like for the most part, it just looks you can see pretty much everywhere now, and there's no one here. There's a bunch of boxes all over the place, and there's a room at one end. It has a door on it.
All right. I
It's
will
walled.
approach the door. I'll try to
Okay,
open the door. Is it locked?
indeed it is.
Is there a window on the door or around the room?
No, it's just a completely walled off room, and then there's a door on it, which is locked.
Let me see. It's not like I want to break down the door just yet. I'll look around the place and look at the boxes. Are there like any stickers or anything to indicate like at all what it is or what they like contain at all? Because would I know from experience that shipping containers would have like
You
writing
know,
on it?
you actually have experience working in shipping, don't you? From
Yes.
when you were living in the breach. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Um, you do know that these containers likely have numbers on them, and those numbers correspond with the foreman's list, which it's the point of this. It's designed to keep theft from happening at the employee level because they don't know what's in the boxes, only the foreman does. But yeah, so you can see that they're all it's the same system that you know. They're all numbered, and you know that if you can find this list, you can just look at the list and look at the number, and the list will tell you what's in the box.
Okay. So it's just a door. How good of a quality
Una
is
puerta.
how good of a quality is this doorknob?
What kind of tools are you proficient with?
I
Stoneworking tools.
don't know.
Not you.
Fishing tools?
You do get fisher's tackle. You should put that in your tool proficiencies.
I did.
That's not going to help you out in this instance. Um,
Hmm.
trying to think of if there was any kind of role you could make. You are rock yourself. This is a metal doorknob though.
There's a metal door.
Just hit it until it breaks or you break.
It's just you don't know. You don't know what quality this doorknob is. You don't have enough knowledge about doorknobs.
It's not metal.
Because
so we
I
can
am
tell what
made
kind metal
of
it is, but-
copper, and I'm looking at my racial stuff. It's called
Oh,
malleable.
fuck
I can
me.
grab a rock similar
God
to my body's
damn it.
make and merge it into my body like clay.
Ugh.
What?
Yes, yes you
Yo.
can. Yes you can, sir.
Wait, what can you do again?
That.
So you're not gonna gain any healing out of this, but yeah, you can just absorb the fucking doorknob.
That's
Alright.
funny.
I will do that.
Perfect.
Ah, fuck me.
Absorb the doorknob.
Got him.
Note to self: no more metal doorknobs. Um,
No more metal anything.
Who
well,
needs to
actually,
pick
it's
locks when I can
specifically.
just...
Well, no,
I
it's
mean-
specifically because the kind of like cheap ass doorknob I'm thinking of, they really are made out of bronze.
Yeah.
Like that's like a real thing. So
Mm-hmm. Alright. I do that. I don't gain any healing,
nice.
but I just merge into my body like clay.
So
And I
yeah,
push the door.
which does allow you to kind of like pull it out of where it is and like morph
Yeah.
it to how you need it to be. So
Yeah.
yeah, so you
I
can
can
then
just
open the
mold it.
door.
And I can just mold it back whenever I leave. I will open the door. What do I
You
see?
cannot go.
Okay,
You
never mind.
cannot do the malleable process in reverse.
Okay, I will just grab the doorknob and merge into my body.
Cool.
They're gonna
So
be wondering why there's no doorknob.
Not thief.
they're really gonna suspect that this was just a thievery. They're not really gonna suspect the people that they were shadily storing a. Oh shit!
Oh, the living
was an off
statue
the books-
merged with the door.
Guys,
Yeah,
guys,
it's
no.
definitely the
This
most
was an
rational.
off the books storing. If your shit gets stolen,
Oh, we
like-
can't sue anybody.
yeah, he's not gonna report it as a crime. He's just gonna be like, look, someone came in and managed
the
to
door.
fucking rob us. I'm in deep shit now. Like,
Why
here's
can't
your
find
2
the
gold
whip?
back. But so
I
you
can't-
open the door,
Let me find your doorknob.
and in this room
I took my
is
doorknob.
it's a pretty small room. There's only really room for one guy. There's just one chair and one small desk. But you can yeah.
I want to sift through whatever papers I find.
Okay, so
see a
roll me
clipboard?
investigation. Because you do kind of know your way around here. You don't know what you're looking for. I was planning on giving you investigation even before you rolled here, because I was like, he knows what he's looking for here. You've worked here before, just not here. So you immediately go to you immediately go to the scroll case in the corner. You open it up. You unfurl one scroll. You look for a couple seconds, and you know right away, like this is your packing list
Okay.
right here. You're like, this is the scroll case where they keep their packing lists. You're like, why the fuck isn't this thing locked? That's honestly
They're
probably
doing
your first
terrible
thought
management here. I should get
is like,
hired
why
here and ship them up. Shape them up.
As if
One-
anybody
one
would
of your next
expect a
thoughts
living
is
statue
probably-
to come and merge with the door. I think
one
there's
of your
plenty
one
locked.
of your next thoughts probably has to be, damn, we should rob warehouses more often.
They're doing
But yeah.
terrible.
There you go. There's the shipping logs right in front of your fucking
Alright.
face.
Do I recognize anything valuable of note or anything of note?
Oh, you're actually gonna just take a second and read through them real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a second and read through them, just so I
Okay.
know
So you see,
to make sure whether this is worth it or not to take.
you do see a couple of things of note. One of the things you see is a few blocks, like there's a section that says that a few of these crates contain tournament lances. You've lived in the Three Kingdoms long enough to know that there are big jousting tournaments. Like that's a big thing. It's like sport jousting. And when you're like a good sport jouster and there's a bunch of people crowding in to watch your tournaments, you can pay for some high quality lances. And even if you're just an okay sport jouster, you'll still get a pretty decent quality lance. So
Okay.
there's those. Um, you see a couple that just say like silver. Um, one that says cheese.
Bunch of
Kind of weirded out.
cheese.
You're kind of weirded out by that one.
Oh, Kenny would love that.
Um, and then there's every now and then you keep seeing a couple that say um that essentially say just like like that say the gist of classified do not open.
Hmm. Classified do not open. I think to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go open them. All right. Do I see? All right. I want to look for the box that has that code next to it, and I want to see if I can go look for the box.
So I'm just gonna cut you off ahead of time.
Mhm.
That one says incoming.
Okay.
Uh,
I think the boys will
st
love this.
so there's like three in a row that say classified do not open and they're incoming. Um, the cheese is also incoming. The other ones were
Oh, let's
outgoing,
go get some
so they
cheese.
might still be here. Like the lances are still here.
Okay.
Yeah, the silver is here in the
Dude,
warehouse.
cheese is expensive.
We
Like
can make some
Parmesan
decent money
Reggiana.
off of this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
And Kenny would
this
love the
isn't
cheese.
this isn't a schedule. However, it doesn't. It only says incoming and
Incoming.
outgoing.
Can I look for if there's any papers regarding whether like schedules or anything?
So
Or I just have this list
you
of
keep you
the
keep pouring
inventory.
over. So you keep pouring through the desk because you're like, I know there's more here, and it takes you a while because this foreman is a fucking his life's a fucking mess. Like
Yeah.
his shit is not together. And eventually you do find the schedule. You find out like that like 10% of what's in this warehouse is late. Like it should have already been gone.
Hmm.
And like so one of your first thoughts is holy shit inefficiency. But it gives you an idea. It gives you this schedule kind of tells you it it sums it up for you. It gives you like a series of numbers grouped together and then it says when it's going in, when it's coming in, or when it's going out.
Okay. I'll take these papers to show it to the boys. Uh, but I won't be taking anything from this warehouse. I'm gonna take the wheelbarrow that I came in though. So I go back into the warehouse. I exit the room
All right.
and
So
see if I can do the same thing to the big double doors outside in the big room in the big warehouse.
so as you gather up the papers and you leave the office room and you're making your way towards a door, all of a sudden, that door starts to open
With the
as
big
you're like
double doors.
starting to walk. Like literally, you exit the office, you take like 4 steps, and then all of a sudden it like very slowly starts to crank back open.
The door to the office.
No, the door to outside that you just took 4 steps towards.
I'm gonna cast my Vanishing Stone.
All right, so you just gone. So
But
the
I
door
will still
continues.
be approaching the doors.
Uh, so the door opens, and the city watch, a couple city watch guards, not a lot, just a couple. A couple of city watch guards come in, followed by the foreman, and the city watch guards they come in with their crossbows at the ready, and they're like, if there's anyone in here, show yourself. We have knowledge of an alarm. And they wait.
There's nobody there except the statue.
So there are just the boxes in this room, and there's the warehouse, right? Or the wheelbarrow.
Yes, that now just has a tarp.
Where is the wheelbarrow to the door? Is it like right in front, or is it behind some boxes in the back? I know you said the back room earlier,
It's
right?
close to the office. So the office is in like one of the corners, and there's two doors on opposite sides of the warehouse. What am I doing? Let me draw. Let me draw for you. So if we imagine this is our warehouse, here is the office right here with the office door, and then there's a main door here and a main door here. And
Where there are
the
two main doors? I thought
guards,
it was just like a double door in the front here.
let me. I'm just gonna draw this bigger on like an actual map so you can kind of see what's going on here.
Yeah, okay.
Draw shit. So here's our warehouse. We have office. I'm never gonna do. Shit. Okay, you just gonna have to accept that as a door.
Okay.
And then here is our other door.
I actually thought that there would be just like a usual warehouse where there's just a big double doors in the front or something.
No, this one's too.
Okay.
I tried to explain that part, but I did a bad job, so I'm sorry. However, there is a second way out that you can take.
Okay, so they're at these doors, right?
See, you were gonna go out the way the way you were taking it. So I'm about to put them in for you. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm only gonna put the guards or the watch, the city watch, the city guards. I'm not gonna worry about the. But so they're here. They have crossbows drawn. They did their who's here, what's going on, and so then he's gonna start moving this way, and he's gonna go directly for the office because he knows the foreman told him that's where the alarm was, and he's just gonna check the rest of this area.
And where is the wheelbarrow? And where's the door to the office? Okay.
As you're kind of sitting there,
And there's just like boxes everywhere, right?
yeah, they're just all over the place. So
Okay.
as you're sitting there, he keeps going this way, and he goes like straight up to this door, and he starts taking a really close look at it, and he's like, "What the hell happened here?" And he like gets like kneels down, and he's like looking through it and like trying to figure out like there's no other damage to the door. Like he's taking a second to like be like, "What the fuck?" This guy's still making his way towards this back door.
This guy?
This guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to approach the wheelbarrow
Okay.
and while Is there anything on the ground I can pick up at all? Or is it just
Mm,
clean?
There's a lot of like just like dirt and shit all over the ground, but there's no like stuff.
Okay, let me
It's
see.
like everything's in the boxes. No one just like takes out all their shit while they're working in the warehouse. They're just lifting boxes. Um, this dude finally stands up and turns, looks directly this way at this guy, like straight past you,
Mm-hmm. Straight
and
through me.
he says, "Come look at this door." And this dude stops what he's doing, and he immediately just starts walking over. He goes again directly past you, and now they're both looking at the store.
All right. I'm gonna pick up the tarp,
Do not forget that the foreman is still standing
like right here. Like, right here,
before
right?
you say anything else. Yeah.
He's just right here.
Well, no, he's been. I don't have a picture for him, and that makes things really awkward.
Just make a third guardsman. Doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
here.
There we go.
So the foreman has been following this first guy the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
but he's standing back a ways. He's about there.
Okay.
And unlike the two of them, he already knows. He already like is aware that the doorknob's fucked. Like he saw the other guy looking at it for forever, and he's now trying to look around, being like, "Who fucked my doorknob?"
And there's nobody at this door, the open one.
Um, no.
I'm just gonna walk out.
So actually, are you? Did you like take a? You looked over at the door, right? Roll perception. All right. You see every now and then because they're not standing still. They're kind of like walking, milling about a little bit. There are some guards outside, but they're definitely not looking in.
Okay.
You actually do see there is one guy on a horse, but
Ostrich.
no horse.
Oh, an actual horse.
Yes. Um, there's like three guys out here, and they're all just kind of out here to, and like they're all
Okay.
facing away.
So with the vanishing stone, if I pick up anything, will it also vanish, or will other people be able to see like something floating in the air? Or
So you
do I
know
know that at all?
you've used this thing before. You know exactly what it does. You've used it a lot. Um, it it'll just anything you pick up will just go invisible because picking something up isn't taking an action, and this works like just a classic invisibility spell where anything on your person gets invisible too. So yes, pick something up, it'll go invisible with you.
Okay. Since I have a whole minute, um, how how far can I get with the minute? It's like 30. So my speed is 30 feet, right? And
300 feet
300 feet.
is the assumption without dashing. With dashing, you can get like 600 feet,
Okay.
which is still like assuming that you're just moving at a brisk pace. Because like I feel like an all-out, just insane sprint.
Would shake the entire place, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
like combat movement is a little wonky. So
Yeah.
outside of combat, in a minute, you can get yourself a decent distance away. You just gotta be mindful of how long you're taking. It's been about like you went invisible like right as you heard people coming in, and they've been in here for about like 30 seconds.
Eh, I can do it. All right, I'm just gonna like walk towards the door and like walk out Do I know this area, the port at all?
Yeah,
The
you've been here
warehouse?
before.
Okay.
You know where you're going.
All right.
You know you can get yourself to some just like it's nighttime. You know, not a whole lot of people around. If you turn on a random street, like you're going home, or if you turn on a random street and appear, and someone just
I'm
like
sure
happens to
there's like
turn on the street,
nightlife
then
going about and about, right? There's like
this is not a
ships.
nightlife area. This is
This
definitely a
is like the
working
port
area.
area, and the port area people
People do get
may
in at
not.
odd
Yeah.
times. Yeah, it'll be hard for you to be noticed if you just appear in like a not too populated area and then just walk away. Like
Yeah, I'm
no
gonna
one's
walk
paying
out the
enough
front
attention.
door. Just
Yeah,
like
so you walk
at a
out,
brisk
you
pace.
leave, and you start
Brisk
walking out
pace.
into the city. You kind of plan when you're gonna materialize that you just like cut down a side street,
Yeah, go into
like
the
a not
shadows
busy
and
side street,
yep.
and then you just like appear, and then you just come out of the side street onto a main street, and you're just walking around. It's a living rock. People have seen living rocks before.
All right, cool.
So yeah, you
The
guys.
only reason why I asked like whether something like disappears in my hands is because I was holding the papers. I didn't know
Oh
if
yeah,
like
no,
they
you were
just see
good there.
floating papers.
There's no just floating papers around.
Okay.
No.
Okay, yeah. That's why I was asking. I was like, just making
I
sure.
also assumed that you had put the papers in your bag before you left the room.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, I just walk out and go back to bar. It's nighttime.
Going back to the Tipsy Jouster.
Yeah.
All right, so when you get back, what are the three of you doing? Were you waiting for him? Were you sleeping? What's the deal?
I was up having a glass of milk. I like the bar talking to Bart.
Nice. Um, so who was anyone else like in the bar when Jason gets back?
Yeah, I imagine Rusco is also in the bar.
There's actually other people here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just like not worry about that at the moment, in this for the interest of brevity, since you guys are like in the middle of a mission. So he gets back, and you guys are just kind of like chilling in the bar, and he comes in. Um, you want to like rush him to get all the information you can, but you know that even though you're kind of in a little bit of a shady bar, you still kind of have to play it cool a little bit. So you just let him walk up, sit down with you guys.
Hey guys.
No one saw you, right?
Don't think so.
Welcome back,
But
JJ.
everything went pretty alright. Pretty easy.
So
As expected. Good job.
I'm gonna give you
Glad
guys,
to hear.
yeah, as expected. You're like, no one saw you, right? Don't think so. That's what he says every time he uses that fucking stone.
Fucking bastard with that
You're like
goddamn,
this fucking guy.
that goddamn stone. Get you out of jail every time.
Get useful
Because
that
like,
stone.
I'm assuming you guys all know about each other's shit. Well,
Yeah.
like, no one knows what Alonzo's shit does really. Like, Alonzo's got a good idea, but I imagine he doesn't talk about it a lot because it's kind of morbid. Anyways,
You're kind of
yeah.
gross,
So
dork.
you're just relaying your information to them.
Yep. So I got these papers, and here's a list of what's on it. And
You get a
they may or
sense
may
that
not
you
count.
maybe you get a sense that you maybe shouldn't this isn't a conversation you should
Yeah.
be having just
Can I just
in
like
the
Morse
bar.
code blink
So
my eyes?
so no, you're like, yeah, I made it back good, safe travels. Why don't we talk upstairs? And you guys go
We have a
back to
room?
one of the two rooms you're renting.
Oh, okay.
I say rent as a loose term because you
Yeah.
you essentially just have Guy pay him when you need to.
Huh.
It like
Okay.
you don't have to worry about actually paying this dude.
Guy's our
It's like
sugar daddy.
it's essentially taken care of. Guy has been putting you up for this guy out of Guy's own self-interest because he takes like he thinks you're good at what you do, and so he's like, if I can keep selling stuff for them, and they're cool with me just taking a little bit of money from it, I'm gonna keep helping them out. And so like it's kind of just
Cool,
like
cool.
a nice symbiosis the three of you entities have.
Good
Anyways, so yeah, you go upstairs. Bartholomew is sure as hell not gonna bother you. He just stays out of this shit. He's like, not my business,
Love
not
you,
my
Bart.
problem. So yeah, you guys can go upstairs into your rooms at this inn at any time and go plot. Which is I assume what you're gonna do right now.
Yes.
Or you can just sleep and do more intel. I don't know. Or you can plot and then do intel and then do more plotting. Or you can just plot and go. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
All right. So now that we're in the room, I just tell them, yep. There's gonna be stuff coming eventually. Don't know what's in it. It's confidential. Do not open. But you know us. We're probably gonna want to open it. So that is an option. What have you guys figured out?
So
Well, a few things.
Jurgen's coming in 3 days.
Yep, that's the big one.
3 days.
Jurgen's gonna be Jurgen is gonna be visiting with shit, what is it? Darius the Wise.
Yes.
To discuss business dealings. And you guys got wind that Darius didn't tell you this. He sure as hell probably doesn't know even or care. But you got wind that Jurgen's gonna be selling some diamonds while he's here, and you know there's enough diamonds that you could snag a couple, without anyone really noticing.
Either
Alrighty.
So that's all the
What we got?
information you guys have right now.
I say, I think that we should let's continue with the plan for Jurgen, but just sort of keep an eye out and ear out for when the second shipment comes in. Then we can make a plan around that some other time, or
Yeah,
we could
sounds
do it
good.
now, but just keep an eye out. 'Cause it
Agreed.
does sound interesting. Good.
Okay.
Alright.
So you literally have the schedule. You know when it's coming in.
Oh yeah.
When it's
I just
supposed to
didn't.
come in, but we all already know it may or may not come on time.
There's not a whole lot going on in this desert,
hmm
Okay,
and
so
like
it'll work.
they have the wild creatures problem kind of down to a science at this point because they've been
Yeah.
running caravans through this desert for a pretty long while, and they've been doing it for long enough that they generally they're pretty damn good at knowing how long it's going to take. So unless there's some really weird circumstances, you can assume that this list is accurate.
So, how many days is
So
the
it
incoming
says
thing that do
um
not open?
you s-
And the
okay, so
cheese.
I'm gonna tell you all of them and what's happening when.
Okay.
So you guys already found out Jurgen's coming in 3 days. And you don't know how long he's going to be here, but the whole time he's going to be here, he's going to be storing diamonds in the city. So that's your first that's the big information you have on that. You also know that um, this company that I still haven't named that ships things out to the east and has nothing to do with the other one. They have lax security. They're going to be shipping. They're going to be getting in a shipment of um, tournament jousting lances in 4 days. They're going to be getting in. What was it? A shipment of cheese in 6 days, and the actually no, the cheese is going out in 6 days, and in 10 days, the the do not open, contents undisclosed is coming in 10 days.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
exciting. Do not open sounds very fun.
Oh yeah, I also mentioned to Kenny. Hey, by the way, I saw this list had cheeses, and
Yo, on God.
I thought you would be interested.
I would peruse the selection if we happened upon it.
Jeez, say less.
We shall be the cheese thieves.
Chiefs.
A lot of trees.
The cheese.
Yeah, so that's all the information you gathered.
Mm-hmm. What time is it in the game? Like night?
It's
It's
night
about
time.
sleep. It's about sleepy time normally.
I'd say about
Um,
9.
you guys
10.
haven't done very much. Like you guys haven't done very much in the ways of like exertion. So like you could keep staying up, but if you stay up until like tomorrow's sleepy time, I'd start pulling in exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
But like you don't need to sleep right now, but sleeping right now would be the normal thing to do.
Yeah. I was saying because I was gonna go to sleep soon. I guess it's like almost 2:30.
Oh, that's a good time.
2:11.
Yeah.
It's 2:14.
Get it right.
I still have to like brush teeth and do whatever.
Yeah, no. This is a good time because you guys are through a.
A little portion.
You're at
We
a good
actually did.
stopping point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we can call it
Word
here.
up, y'all.
Yeah,
Well
sorry I
done,
came late.
lads. It's all
Got
bueno.
caught up with something.
You're good, dude.
That shit happens, bro.
Life is a thing.
Shit
It's a
happens.
highway.
Alright.
Yep.
Very fun. Good night, y'all.
All right.
Bye,
So,
Mitchell.